The views and opinions in this video and comments to this channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of this channel's broadcaster. If you have a complaint about something or find the content is being used incorrectly, please don't contact the broadcaster.
Give me bless the room, please. Stop singing and bless the room.
All right, let's get a clap.
Bless right now. We're starting from back then.
All right, so yo, this is Balaclava Diaries. We're toxic, we're talking aggressive. If you don't like it, send a message. We're weed stimulated, educated, top rated, and never baited. I am the OG Mac G, and to the left of me is the human computer Steve. Apparently he has this cocaine fucking drop shipping thing that's dropping.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
That's crazy.
What?
Over
crazy.
there is fucking the Incognegro.
You don't remember my goddamn
is it
name,
called
nigga?
Over there's the Incognegro, and we spitting it live to you raw today. Pause.
Real
From the,
90s, I
you
know.
know, from the 90s. But anyway, the word of the day is brought to you by, what's the word?
No, the show is
Ting?
brought to you by this word, nigga.
The ting.
Get it
It's a
together.
ting. So the show is brought to you by the word ting. Can we get that in a sentence, please?
I'm gonna give you definition first. It's someone who you aren't necessarily dating, but someone to have fun with while you're single. It's almost like someone you can have fun and do things with, and there's no strings attached.
Ting.
Is that the definition for real?
Ting. Can we use that in a sentence, please?
Yo, there's no story. That girl's just my ting for the summer. That's all.
Yo, that's weird,
My
bro.
ting for the summer. You
That
done
I
know
won.
how it
You're
goes.
losing, bro.
You done know how it goes. That's
just
my
what?
ting for the summer.
That's madness.
Just one? No, you need a whole.
My
You need a
ting
starting
for
lineup
the
and a bench, bro.
summer.
Relax, computer Steve. God
My
damn.
ting for the summer.
And they're all centers. They just want to dunk on me.
Jesus Christ. How you fellas doing? How's the week going?
Yo, this weed is really good that I'm smoking.
What is it, bro?
I don't know, is this some like hood
You
weed?
gotta
from the
know
hood?
what you're smoking, bro. That's crazy.
I just know the man that I get it from I can rely on. So that's all I need to
That's a
know.
good thing
He
still.
just knows what I smoke, and you know what I'm saying? It's just like a neighborhood local grocery store, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Support
don't
your
want to
local
go
drug dealer,
I don't
bro.
want to go to Loblaws and spend $10 million on the same high grade I could get, you know, on the block.
Shout out his weed dealer, I guess. How you doing this week, bro? Other than that, the weed being good. What happened this week? Tell me
A lot
something.
of wins this week.
A lot of wins.
Yeah.
What happened,
We
bro?
don't have to get into that.
So why did you say it? Why did he say it then? I don't understand it. So the wins are secret.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're doing
Paid my
good.
lawyer. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
okay. Lawyer fees paid. What are those? CPU Steve,
What's up?
how you doing this week?
Not bad. I can't complain.
Anything excited?
Huh?
I don't know what he said to you. What'd you say to him? Yeah, talk to the
no, I've been
audience.
good. I've been good.
Be vulnerable on this.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, what happened? Any
You
heartbreaks?
started
Mama
the
ain't raised no
cocaine
bitch.
drop
Yo,
shipping. What is it? Cocaine
relax.
drop shipping?
Huh?
He
Were you
keeps
doing
trying to
cocaine
throw a
drop shipping?
cocaine drop shipment on you, and I don't know why.
I don't know.
Oh, it's cocaine paraphernalia.
I
My
don't do
bad.
drugs,
I didn't
sir.
know. I didn't know that.
I don't do drugs.
Oh, I thought you were selling the little spoons and stuff.
I don't do drugs.
Yo,
I don't really
relax,
combo.
bro. This
the-
guy is giving so much away, bro.
I'm sorry, mom.
All right.
But no, my week's been good. I relaxed this week. I didn't really do much. I've been inside most of it.
Okay.
I bought a carton of smokes.
Nice.
I'm
Well,
chain smoking.
I
It's been
feel
great.
bad for your lungs, but
I don't.
that's good.
I'd rather smoke and die when I'm 65 than not.
Yo, at least he's not smoking crack. Like he's
Yeah, at
smoking
least it's
cigarettes. Just there's worse things you could do in the world. Live your life, nigga. I'm
Yeah,
happy
you're right,
that
right,
do-
you're right.
You
We
know,
do
I'm happy
heroin,
that
right?
you're living your life. You working hard. You stressed out. You obviously doing
He
something. to
never
put
said he
something in
was
the world.
stressed.
Well, I don't know. Whatever.
He
happens,
said he
you
had
know
a
what I'm
good week. He bought a carton of smokes.
saying? Okay, well,
Good.
yeah, a carton of smoke. Goddamn.
A whole brick.
Yo, relax.
Jesus, a brick of cigarettes.
Got it from the natives. Shout out to them, bro.
So now when you're gonna ask me how the fuck I'm doing? Or?
You looking like you are right though. You look like you live in large.
Thank you.
You live in large?
I feel it.
You feel it?
I feel a little bit like
Oh,
that.
how's the celibacy thing going?
It's
Still
good.
going strong?
It's
He's
good
a
still.
goddamn liar.
It's not a lie. It's not a lie. It's good. It's going real well.
You can't even do nothing, bro.
No, nothing, bro.
That's terrible.
Just don't be one of them born again niggas trying to make everybody else not have sex because they ain't working.
Have I ever pressured you guys not to have sexual
I'm
I was
interactions?
just saying, don't try to be
bro.
one of them niggas. That's all I'm
I'm
saying.
never gonna be one of them niggas. Never. It's just for me. You know what I'm saying? Real relaxed today. Welcome back,
You
ladies
can't
and
play
gentlemen.
5-on-1, bro.
What'd you ask me?
Why are you asking mans that question?
5-on-1 with like the jerking in? No,
Hey,
nothing.
yo.
Nothing.
Two
All right,
mans
let's.
talking about jerking their thing. You guys are weird, yo.
This guy's
Oh my
immature,
God.
bro.
Super
Immaturity.
fires.
Just immaturity going on.
See, super fire?
Super
Can
fire.
I get through this intro, please?
No.
Like you guys like enough on
Fire.
Incognegro's dick right now. Like can we get through this intro?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's
Alright.
all right.
I'm sure you're apologize.
All right, well, welcome back. Balaclava Diaries. If you have not already, subscribe. I know that seems annoying, but we gotta, get that out there. We're at the same location we were at, I think, last time. 1196 Queen Street West. Check out Moy Shop right underneath us. They're supporting us. I have another ad. Yes, this is an ad. This is called Bottle Service. Same location. 1196 Queen Street West. This is a service that provides you with this space and, of course, a bottle service. $350 for your premium bottles. If you would like more information on that, you can reach them at a DM at IBCYYZ on Instagram, or you can call 647-701, make sure that's right, 8127. Again, a bottle service
Yo,
for the
that shit
late
was,
night, before the
that
club,
shit
or
was
after the
crazy
club?
last night. They had fucking strippers in this bitch was going off.
Computer
Were you-
Steve was
were
not
you
there.
here?
He was at home.
I wasn't in here, but I seen the TikToks and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was going crazy. You know
All
what
right.
I'm
Some
saying?
red hair strands.
Some of
in
these
the
niggas
bathroom.
didn't wake up until the cameraman was late. The fucking sound man was late. It was a night. You know what I'm saying? So they come with all types of shit. Support these niggas because they're doing it real.
Thank you for that. That wasn't an ad. Rewind that shit if you need to get the number again. I'm not going to say it again. But
He's just not
their
sleeping.
supporters shot them out. I want to speak about my week a little bit, gentlemen. Was a
Boy,
good
no,
week.
you didn't touch yourself. Pause.
Didn't touch myself. Kept my hands to myself, literally. And off myself. You heard?
I keep pause.
Had a good week at work, but I got into something on TV. I want to talk about cinema a little bit. Now, OG has been telling me to watch this show for a while, and I kind of came across it recently. I'm trying to catch up. Wu-Tang series, an American saga. Now, it was on Hulu, I believe. Now they have it on Disney Plus. I just wanted to ask you guys, you've seen it, obviously, I know, because you showed me. Have you seen this?
I've seen parts of it, and let's just say I left it at the parts.
Why, you don't like it?
None of them look like them.
I think they were going for...
I think the only one was like ODB. He's like the only like ODB song.
Yes.
Plays him. He's the only one that's like
Yes.
like it actually like feels like the person.
So shout out to him. His name is TJ Adams, I believe, and that's ATOMS. Not Adam like Adam and Eve, but
Oh, Adam.
shout out to him. He did a very good role. Speaking of him, I think he played the role very, very well, and he captured ODB like no other. OG, I know you gave me this show. I want to say I enjoyed it. The third season's kind of fallen off a bit. I don't know where they're going. I think RZA is taking this on an artistic vibe a little bit, but the
No,
first two
the whole-
seasons, very, very,
Okay,
very well
So I
portrayed.
was discussing this with somebody the other day, and the whole thing about the Wu-Tang story in the beginning that made it so great was their rise to success, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the whole thing that makes you not really like this third season is like this is the fall. Like these niggas only had 2 years in hip hop. Let's keep it real. Like
They actually didn't like each other.
they had 2 albums.
What?
No, as a group, they've only had 2 albums, but everything that filled in that 5 years from the first album to the second album was solo projects. Not a lot of them did good. 3 of them did good. You
They
know what I'm
had, like,
saying? So
they
within
had more
that
than 3
built so
albums,
much
bro. 2
turmoil.
albums.
So by the time they came to their second album, it was like it wasn't the same Wu-Tang you got on the first one. And then after that, Ghostface obviously went on stage at Summer Jam and finished their career basically.
What about the show,
they
though?
couldn't get played on the #1 radio station in the world. So
What about
hold
the show,
on.
though?
So the show is done pretty well, but the reason why it doesn't feel as good as the first 2 seasons is
The
because
third
it's like,
season, you mean?
yeah, the third season is because it's like, okay, we're starting to see who Wu-Tang really was. There's a bunch of hood niggas that used to hustle for themselves, and they really thought that's the way it was on the road and the way it was when you work as a team in business, and that's not what business is. You know
Well,
what
I
I'm
thought the
saying?
third season was bad just because they're not really telling the story.
They
went on a kind of a tangent and they're showing all these
No,
different...
this is exactly how it
what I'm
went because
saying?
after they hit that first bridge of fame, everybody just thought they were better than the group. So that's what you're watching right now. You're watching it fall apart.
If you actually know, okay, so it's like if you actually look at their history, I actually read this a couple of days ago. They like basically beefed every like 3 months within themselves.
Exactly.
It's actually
So
fuck.
it's
Like some of them were showing up for concerts. Also, though, they had 7 albums, not 2.
7 albums, not 2.
What 7 albums of what?
As a
Collectively,
group.
it's not every man on the album anyway.
No, Wu Tang Clan albums. There's 7 of them, as a whole
Well,
collective.
which ones? What was what,
Enter the
what, the one that the
Wu-Tang.
fucking guy did for the
Wu-Tang
the
Forever, the
auction?
W, Iron Flag. Actually, those first 4 everyone should know. 8 Diagrams, A Better Tomorrow, Once Upon a Time, and Shallow In. But the last 3 are like whatever. Yeah, but Iron Flag had like Uzi on it. That was a single.
Well,
Yeah, like,
responding to what you said, I know they are still telling the story,
right.
but I mean, like, in the first 2 seasons, they actually just showed you in the hood and them going around trying to get their music careers up off the ground. Third season now, why I'm saying RZA's kind of taking a left with this is because I saw them based in like 1960s. They did a whole episode
No,
of them
the
in
reason why they
1960s.
did that, and okay,
I know the reason.
no, you don't.
I do know the reason.
Okay,
How do
so
you know
why?
I don't know? I know
What's
the
the
reason.
reason?
I know the reason.
What's the reason?
He was trying to show what's his name, ODB, go down the road in a different way.
No,
That's what it was.
No, it wasn't. ODB, that's the character of Dirt McGirt.
Yes,
he always
so
wanted
he's
to
trying to show
make a
Dirt McGirt.
movie about Dirt McGirt,
I
right?
get it.
So this was them paying the homage to the movie that he originally wanted to make, right? Because he wanted to make a series of videos that made a movie. He thought he was fucking Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They show him
So
smoking crack here or no?
No.
they
Well, yes,
finally
cocaine, just not crackhead.
got that off for him. So that was more a homage to Old Dirty Bastard instead
Okay.
of just showing his story as a crackhead.
I like that. And that's a
fucking
spoiler
up and-
alert if anybody hasn't seen it. I think the 4th episode is out for this season, and that was the 3rd episode. So if you haven't seen it,
But they're all crackheads though, so it's like.
everybody smoked crack at the beginning of the crack epidemic. It was
Bro,
like
he
weed.
said I smoke crack with weed.
Some
The color shade
crackheads
of
are
my
more
eyes bleed.
responsible than other crackheads, okay? So, you know,
No one ever
that's what ended up happening.
He told you.
Shamik, I think it's Shamik Moore. I've seen him in a few things. He played Shamik Moore, not Shamar Moore. Shamar Moore is
Some
not
of
in
these
this.
old niggas in the corner,
Shamik
Shamar
Moore.
Moore.
Well, Shamar Moore.
that's
Shamik Moore,
niggas in
shout
the
out to
corner.
him. He played Raekwon the
Shout
Chef.
out to Shamar though.
Shout out to
Criminal Minds is
Shamar
like a
too,
banger, bro.
I guess. He
Shamar
played
Moore's old ass niggas.
Raekwon the Chef in the show. I actually thought he did a really good job as well. They had to throw a fat suit on that nigga because he's very skinny and
Yeah, so
had
why
to
just
make
get
him-
a big guy to play him?
he's a good
The
actor.
actors were terrible.
He's a good.
They,
I
they
think
didn't
Shamik Moore's
match
a
at
good
all.
actor. They didn't match. No.
That's not important at all. Like
But-
what?
I don't know. I think they did a
Davies-
pretty good job with Ghostface.
Ghostface
yeah,
was
they
his
matched it
character.
up.
Let me see if I can find
They
his
matched
name.
it up pretty face on with Ghostface. So,
Sadiq Saunderson played Ghostface Killer.
Sadiq
Very
Saunders.
good job he did. I thought a lot of sons in that, like my son, a lot of that was in that. But
5%.
that's how Ghostface
That's 5%
is.
nation. 5%.
Yeah, they all. That's another thing I wanted to touch on. They all really pushed that 5% Nation narrative,
So they
which I
hate
thought
me.
was pretty cool. They dislike white people. Yes, they do.
That's what I just said.
They do dislike white people, but I do agree with the sense of uplifting black people, which is what they do in the 5% Nation.
5%.
So if you guys did not know Wu-Tang Clan, I think all of them practice the 5% Nation rules. So with that said, I would like you to finish the show so we can critique it some more.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, then that's that, I guess. You're continuing to watch it, OG?
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck
We'll
with.
take that as a yes. What's the 5%?
Oh,
5% Nation is
we have a whole
a
episode about this
factor of
already.
the Nation
Yeah,
of Islam.
we
Well,
have-
not a factor of the Nation of Islam because they're a break off of the Nation of Islam because he was the guy who started it was a descendant of Malcolm X or a right hand to Malcolm X. And when he saw how Nation of Islam dealt with Malcolm X, they started the 5% Nation, which then had to move to New York from Chicago because the leader got murdered.
Thank you for that, OG. We had a whole episode on that with an artist named Uza. We did an interview. She actually practices 5% Nation laws, so she didn't really pass a lot of tests that we put on her.
Kareem
though.
Abdul-Jabbar.
She did. No, she
Kareem
did.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, go check
Kareem
that out.
Abdul-Jabbar.
No, she did.
Go
She was in mathematics.
She passed.
Kareem
She knew her
Abdul-Jabbar is
mathematics.
probably the most famous person of the 5% Nation.
I don't know why we need to know that, but okay.
But I mean, they're saying,
I
that.
don't
Big
know
them
why.
up, I mean,
Big
No,
up
it's
that
actually
man.
the shit that he went through like early on was actually
Yeah,
fucked because of Nation of Islam.
He was like one of the #1 students of the top man of, I can't remember the man's name.
Clarence 13X.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what the man's name
Yeah.
is who started it?
He got
Clarence
the X from
13X?
Malcolm.
Allah the Father. I just don't
Yeah.
like you can't name yourself Allah,
Got
bro.
the X from Malcolm. See?
Anyways, go check out that Uza episode on our YouTube page. She talks about 5% Nation, and this has to do with Wu-Tang. She said
Yeah,
she's
big up
plugged in
Uza,
with
big up
Wu-Tang
Uza.
too. Yeah, big up Uza. But anyways, I'm gonna continue to watch it. I thought it was cool, and I did. I thought it was really cool just to see how it kind of played out. The reenactment.
Bro.
I am old. It was cool to watch. But that kind of brings me to something we've wanted to do on this show for a while. OG has been trying to throw this in for a while. Top 10 best hood movies.
Oh, man.
Now this would be top 10. This would be, and
Let's define a hood movie. Like,
know what, we're
first
all
of
gonna
all,
have
that's a
different
bigger
definitions.
conversation before we get into the list.
Oh,
well,
you
I'm
know-
trying
oh.
to keep this. On
Oh,
a
actually, I know
timely
what I would
space,
vote for. I
but
just realized I know what I would vote for immediately.
you tell me what you think a hood movie is.
I think a hood movie is a movie that either has the depiction of the hood with like big budget or a low budget film that's a really good movie.
Okay.
That is made by the urban community. So
But
you
it
can
could-
be
it could
white
be
in the urban
both, though.
community. 8 Mile's a hood movie to me,
That's fair.
right? So at
You're
the end
right,
of the
you're
day, he was still in the hood and he's white. But at the end of the day, it's just like that was a big budget.
I thought it was a trailer
Talking
park movie,
about the
so.
well, trailer park is the hood to me. Like, at the end of the day, that's low budget houses. See what I'm saying? So,
Oh, they got his rim shops and guns.
What do
Moving
you
forward,
What do you
moving
think a hood movie is? CPU Steve.
I don't know, because to me, it's like, oh, the biggest thing I always ask is like straight out Compton, like a hood movie. And I'm like, I don't know.
You don't know what a hood movie is?
Choices. You ever
I
seen
do.
Choices by 3 6 Mafia? That's a hood movie.
No, I do have the record though.
You
Can
need
I
to
go through the
watch
list?
movie. Okay.
I'm gonna go through. You want me to go 10 to 1 or 1 to 10?
10 to 1.
10
All
to
right,
1,
I'm
go
gonna go
backwards.
10 to
Yeah,
1.
yeah,
Let me
yeah.
get through the list. Don't start barking shit as soon as I start seeing shit. Okay?
Everybody
No,
in
this
here is going to
list-
get hype if you say a movie they
No,
like.
just don't start barking shit when I start saying it.
You're
This
doing
list,
what the graduation does.
this
Like,
list-
don't clap until it's until the
exactly,
end.
and be on your manners. What's wrong
What
with
do you
you?
mean,
Just
for
be on
what?
your manners, fam.
I'm
Like,
not
just
my
wait
show
till the
too.
list is
I'm
done.
not my
So
show
would
too.
Clockwork Orange be like a hood movie? Because
What?
they were in the slums, like in Clockwork Orange. Is that a hood movie?
I don't know what that movie is. This list, though, is from ranker.com if you want to go check it out yourself. I'm going to start with number 10. Actually, I'm going to do top 10 because there's 20 here, but I'm going to do top
Yeah,
10.
do 10. Yeah, do top 5 even.
Number 10, South Central.
Okay.
Ooh.
Number
I thought it'd be
9,
higher, though, to be honest.
number 9, American Gangster.
No.
Relax.
Number 9, that's a bad ranking.
Relax.
I know, I
Number
never forgot.
8, Training Day.
Okay.
Damn.
Number 7, Next Friday.
Okay.
Number
Oh, that's a
six.
bad
You
ranking.
put
That's
that
a bad. Next?
Above South Central, though?
Next or
Relax.
first Friday?
Okay.
Number
Yeah.
6, Straight Outta Compton, which I don't agree with.
Whoa.
Number
That was a
5,
good movie.
Paid in Full.
Okay.
What?
Number
five?
4,
I thought it'd be higher.
number 4 is Friday.
Okay.
Was Friday Next Friday not actually like good movies?
Friday's like a 3-4. A
Those are classic.
3-4, yeah.
Number 3 is Juice.
Okay.
Number 2 is Boys in the Hood.
Yes.
And number 1 is
Menace
Menace to
Society.
Society. So,
Yes.
Yo, they missed some
Trust me,
crazy
yes,
Menace
Yes.
shit.
to
Menace
Society should
Society.
be at number 1.
They
I
missed some
think.
crazy. My
Just
favorite.
based
tell me
on-
now to think about my favorite movie that I would have said number 1 for me is not even in there.
Which is
Hustle
what?
and Flow.
Oh.
That is a hood movie.
It's about three. It's
That is a hood
It's
movie.
like one of the only hood movies to win an Oscar.
Reese's
too.
Mafia 1, Martin Scorsese 0.
Do you think they based
yeah.
this on like criminal activity or something just based in a hood? Well, I'm saying it could be a movie just based in an impoverished area that we call a hood
No,
movie.
no. But okay, in the hoods of America, what's happening?
And He Got Game is the other one.
Oh shit!
What's he got? Oh, I know what he
With
got.
Denzel comes out of
Ray
jail
Allen.
and Ray
Sorry,
Allen.
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
That's a hard one too.
I
That's a
didn't even
hard
think
one.
of shit like that, but I'm like, oh, I'm looking at a list now, like a different list. I'm like, yo, that's.
Yeah.
So we don't agree with
And
the
white
list,
man
right?
can't jump.
No, so what's your hold on. You guys are talking too much. But
What?
what's your top 5?
What's my top 5? I don't know. I think my top 5 would be in this list. Definitely Menace to Society.
Right?
Juice would be in there. Paid in Full would be in there. Training Day would be in there, but I love that LA shit.
Fair enough. Paid in Full is
But
good.
there's
though.
way better LA movies.
American Me. We were just talking about that
Yeah, we're-
before we fucking started filming.
Nah, fam.
American Me
you
would be
guys,
in there
you
for me,
guys
but
are
that's not a
skipping
that's a
the
jail
real
movie, really.
original. No.
No, Belly would be in there. I just see Belly. Belly would
so
be in there too.
okay, if I'm gonna go real hood movies,
Top 5.
There is like some crazy show.
Blood
about
in,
that
Blood
every-
Out, Blood in, Blood Out,
That's American
Originals,
Me, though.
Vatos Locos, then
Give me a
fucking,
full lesson.
Get
Hold
it
on,
out,
I'm
bro.
trying to think about the 80s. I'm trying to think about the 80s. If we really want to keep it 80s.
There's some really crazy shit that we forgot of. That's like not even listed. It
Well,
actually
this is from
New
Ranker.com.
Jack City.
That's a good
Okay.
one.
Okay,
Yeah, that'd be
okay,
up
that's
there.
a heavy 80s. If we're gonna go like 90s now, I'm
go
gonna
through
take
some
it to
shits, like,
Spike Lee and I'm gonna go Mo Better Blues. You see
Yo,
what I'm
there's
saying?
a-
Because that was just that's
Yo,
stellar
do the right
cast.
thing. No one's gonna say do the right thing.
Do the Right Thing is the next one, but Mo Better Blues spoke to me more because he was a pimp nigga. He's talking
Yo,
to
relax.
bitches.
This guy relax, bro. Yeah, this guy's crazy.
Anyway, and then after that, if we want to take it to the 2000s now, that's when niggas started getting money and making paper.
Are we counting?
And then the movie that really influenced me as a kid was Streets is Watching, Jay-Z.
Okay.
That was a crazy one.
The last one.
Produced. And then the last one, if I really want to keep it extra thorough gangster gutter, I'm gonna have to go with Choices 3-6 Mafia, Project Pat playing the fucking bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
Project
and then
Pat,
the fucking soundtrack off that, nuts.
Yeah, no, it's an album, bro.
Nothing fucking all type this bitch that whole fucking all types of fucking pull up that soundtrack. What's Choice's soundtrack? The track list
No,
is
we're not
mad
doing all
on
that.
that.
We're not doing all
no,
that.
he has the list.
We're
He
not
has
doing
the
all
list.
that.
But anyway,
I actually
that's
love that album, so I'm
if
with
you
it.
want to go watch those movies, remember them because they're hard.
Yeah,
movies.
rewind that shit. If you have not seen those movies, you've been under a fucking rock. Every single one that we have just named, you've been under a rock if you have not seen that shit.
Yo, bro.
If you have
the
not,
album
go
starts
see
with
it.
two-way. The first song on the album is Two-Way Freak, bro. It's
Two-Way
over.
Freak is the
That's how the
first
song
thing. You know what
starts,
I'm
bro.
saying?
It's
That
over. We're
soundtrack
done.
is
He
crazy.
gets a
bro.
guess.
The first song is Two-Way Freak. Like, that's a huge tune. You know what I'm saying?
So does a hood movie have to have a sick soundtrack? Is that
Of
what we're saying?
course, that's a prerequisite. If the soundtrack is shit, you can't have a hood movie. No,
Okay.
you can't. Like, that's what we live for. Is like, yeah, the movie was good, but what's the soundtrack? Say you know, because you had 10 rappers in the movie, you better have them at least on the 2 songs on the fucking.
Movies still
you know
have
what I'm saying?
soundtracks today, right?
American Gangster soundtrack
Yeah,
was
American
Jay
Gangster was
Z.
sick.
That's crazy.
Yo, have you guys ever watched Stuck?
Huh?
Have you guys ever watched Stuck on Broke?
No.
Stuck
Ever
on Broke
watched
is-
Snow on the Bluff?
Yes. That's a crazy hood movie right
Can you
there.
guys please just like go home tonight and do yourself a favor?
Some homework, nigga.
Stuck on Broke. Just watch it as a comedy. It's OJ Juice Man's movie.
Stuck on what? Say that
Oh
again.
no!
It's called
What?
Stuck on Broke.
Stuck
I'm
on
watching
Broke.
it tomorrow.
Yo,
I'm watching
bro.
it tonight, yo. What?
Yo, bro, what I say,
I never
like, they're
knew
like,
it. What's
they,
on
like,
YouTube?
Yo, there's a point. Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's like, there's a
Okay,
point where
okay.
like the audio only has like one channel on it.
That's crazy.
Some of the videos recorded. Yo, bro,
Best,
they'll-
those are the best
yo, and they'll
movies,
change
though,
angles.
bro.
They'll change angles, but like it goes from like a camera to like a flip phone camera.
Okay,
like,
but here's the whole joke. You watched it to the end, though, right?
oh yeah, I was dying
Of
the whole
course,
time.
see? Because the hood movies have the stories, fam.
You know-
a lot.
no, it's-
They're like,
No, bro.
they're like, yo,
No,
what
no,
these
no,
niggas
no.
do?
It is one of the worst. It was one of the worst movies I ever like. It was one of the worst things I ever witnessed. But it was so bad that it was like hilariously good.
Yo, Hood movies what run like Young and the Restless.
Yo,
Because
bro,
that's
I'm
where
on,
they got all their
I'm on
stories
IMDb
from.
right now. It has 9 user reviews total.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Usually like 100,000. It's like
crazy.
9
It's
user
a
reviews.
movie.
Nah, shout out to other people making the hood movies. We need them,
Nah,
bro.
keep
That's
making
us.
those
Yeah,
movies.
keep
Can I go
making
through-
that
can I
shit.
go through some
Balaclava
that, like,
Diaries
were missed on
movie
this
coming
list?
soon.
Give me 5. Give me 5 that were missed on the list.
Balaclava
That
Diaries
need to
movie
be on that
coming
list,
soon.
like Baby Boy.
Yeah, give me 5.
No, Baby Boy.
5 that were missed on this list of CPU
That should be
Steves.
like honorable mention. Baby Boy.
Yes.
You not the real McCoy. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing for sure.
ATL.
Okay.
ATL, yeah, for sure.
Barbershop.
Yeah.
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 That was missed. I already said He Got Game, but He Got Game was the last one.
No, he got game for sure, for sure.
Like that was a movie.
That's like Spike Lee at his finest. Denzel.
There's like
At
other
his
shit
finest.
too. There's like Street Kings was
No,
good.
I only asked for 5. That's what he gave me 5.
8 Miles like a 8 Miles like good movie.
Yo, you guys
bro.
aren't bringing up like New Jersey Drive.
No, we can't go
fucking
through all of them.
Crooklyn,
There's too
fucking,
many.
There's beer hood movies.
There's way too
fam.
many.
Clockers.
Big up to the hood for making movies. Big them up. Let's
Big
clap
up
for
them
the hood.
directors,
Let's clap
bro.
for the hood right
Big
now,
up
yo.
them
Clap for the
writers,
hood.
bro. You
Big
know what I'm
up them
saying? Big up
writers,
man
yeah.
like John Singleton, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
big up
saying?
them
Rest in
Manda,
peace.
fam.
But anyways,
Big up the brothers who made fucking
the
Menace to
Hughes
Society.
brothers,
Yeah.
they beat up Tupac, bro. You might not know that story. They slapped the shit out of Tupac. Ask about that. But anyways,
No, Tupac beat them up.
nah, don't get that crazy. They slapped the shit out of
I
Tupac.
heard
bro.
Tupac
Nah,
fucked them
that's
up
what you
still.
would hear from a fan.
Because his
But
brethren
anyways,
was standing behind with the AK and Tupac just went crazy on 2 guys.
where'd you hear that?
Huh?
Where'd
You
you
went
hear
crazy on 2 guys, huh?
I'll show you on YouTube. I have it.
Did he do
I
a
have it.
pirouette in the middle?
No, I
of it?
have it saved in my favorites.
All right, let's stay on movies right now. I wanted to talk about a really dumb movie. CPU Steve. CPU Steve put this in the topic list, and I was going to talk about this. Everybody is talking about it. It's out right now. It's called Cocaine Bear. Now, the premise of this movie is a bear that eats
R.I.P.
cocaine.
Ray Liotta.
What?
Why
Oh
you
yeah,
s-
that was his last movie.
That's his
He
last
did
movie
this?
before
Alright.
he
Ray
died.
was the lead. I'm like, yo, that was his last
R.I.P.
movie.
Ray Liotta.
He's the
Fuck,
bear.
that's
He's
crazy.
the cocaine bear, yo.
But the premise is that a bear eats 30 kilograms of cocaine and runs around and fucks people up. Is that, am I
34.
right?
34.
34 kilograms. Did
It's
you
based
want
on a
to?
true story.
Yeah, did you want to tell the people about that? Because
I just thought it was funny because like it was a true story. During a drug run, these guys like dropped like coke, and his bear ate $2 million worth of coke, and fucking died. But the
crazy.
movie flipped it as in like he went on a rampage. But I think I started laughing. I'm like, yo, just like they're making movies like it's like the genre is just like be stupid. They're making excuses to do stupid shit. I
Yeah,
fucking
it's so
love
dumb.
it.
It's so dumb. And watch how much it sells, bro. It's gonna sell so
Oh no,
much.
it's gonna be great, but it's gonna be funny. That's the point.
Are you
The
gonna go
point is
see it?
in a theater. No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
What's
at home when it
even
comes
more
out.
dumb is it's gonna influence culture, and people are probably gonna start giving cocaine to their dog.
I don't know
and
about
like,
all
it's
that.
just so dumb. Like,
I don't know about
have
all
you
put
that.
seen-
cocaine in the dog food. Let's see
Have
what
you
he
seen
does.
Scarface, sir?
Yeah, I don't know about all
Let's
that.
see,
I'm like, I
let's
don't
see
think
what he
this bear's
does.
gonna do
Put
it.
cocaine in the dog food, baby. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he does.
I heard
I think
that
he's gonna flip out.
I heard that they are actually trying to make a universe out of this. And what they mean by universe is they might have an alligator on meth or
Sick.
like
Yeah, do it.
a,
Hobo with a shotgun, bro.
a koala on heroin and like all type
Why
of
are
shit.
they teaching kids to create massacres off drugs?
No, I know they have the bear. Yeah, they got the bear. I'm saying they're trying to make a universe, a series out of this movie.
Shout out to
Different
young
But
animals
why are they
on
trying
different
to
drugs.
teach kids to fucking go on
know why they're
rampages
teaching
off
kids.
of drugs?
Why is there no more writers, bro? It seems like there's no more writers for movies. We
Because
either do
Don't
movies
teach
remakes,
them guns,
don't-
just teach them about the guns in your locker room.
15.
No, the
lot.
biggest
15
thing
AK,
is
15.
movies.
15 of them.
Movies don't get the budget no more. TV shows do. So you're seeing a lot
That's
of
true,
TV
that's
shows that come out right now have the ill writers, the best actors. Like
Okay.
your favorite actor isn't in the biggest movie no more. He's in the TV show, 8 episodes every season,
Or
locking
Netflix
it
thing
down.
quick.
It's more character
Or
development.
Netflix for a
No,
quick
it's more
thing.
character development, but like it's more
Yeah,
character development for
so-
TV show for sure.
Yeah,
but
the
the
game
one-
changed. It's not like back in the day when Stallone and Arnold and them mans.
What?
You knew it was gonna be a big thing when Arnold and them mans show up. Nowadays, it's like it's not gonna be a big thing. Michael B. Jordan. There's like 5 guys that you can say are movies. They're gonna do a movie and it's gonna bust. But other than that, they're trying anything to fucking make a movie bust right now. Like,
There's
they
no
don't know
cocaine.
No,
what
like,
they don't know what to do no more.
I don't know how we
You know what
got
I'm
there.
saying?
I'm just trying to say that there's like a whole genre of movies that are just like stupid for the sake of being stupid, and I kind of fucking love it.
Name me some, please.
Say-
All the Jackass movies, for example.
Okay.
Just
Jay and
funny.
Silent Bob.
Don't hate on Jay and
that
Silent
had a
Bob.
full plot.
That's
That was a
classic
stupid
shit.
movie.
No, but that was stupid. The man calls his fucking girl Boo Boo Kitty Fuck or some dumb shit like that. That's dumb.
No,
fam.
but the characters like that shit goes
He called
back.
her Muffin Tits, fam.
you ever see,
Like
like,
Muffin
Dogma?
Tits. That's what you're gonna call your gal, Muffin Tits.
Do not
Like,
badmouth Jay Silent Bob. Please. I
What's
love
the
that.
guy who created that? What's his name?
I don't
Kevin
know.
James?
He's Canadian.
Yeah,
Is
He's
it
from
Kevin
Toronto.
James?
I think.
Shout out Kevin James. He's Canadian. Shout
He's
out that
actually
nigga.
sick.
Yeah, he's sick.
He's
a
actually
good
made like great
comedian.
movies. Jay
He
Silent
has.
Bob goes back. There as characters. There have been in like 3-4 other movies.
Name me some more dumb movies that have been out right.
Weird Al.
Snakes on a Plane's like a dumb movie.
Stupid ass movie.
But like the idea that make like ridiculous, like for example, John Wick is fucking one of my favorite movies ever.
But dumb.
Here's the premise of the movie: they kill his dog and he just kills everyone.
He murders everybody. Yeah.
That's the movie. The whole movie is they kill his dog, he kills everyone.
Yo, you
Like,
can't
amazing.
kill a white man's dog, fam. You don't know that already? They'll
No,
come
but
for you,
his
fam.
wife had got him that dog after she died. It was
No,
sentimental.
it's a white
Shout out to
man's
Michael
dog,
Vick.
yo.
That's in poor taste.
Yo.
If he bought it himself, he would have done the same thing, yo.
He was outside gutter, you said.
Yo, the man
Can't leave
was
it alone.
head top specialist. Pause.
He was. Every man caught a one bullet to the head.
Head
At least,
top
at least
specialist.
80%.
Oh, pop, pop, pop,
At least
pop.
80%.
Every man in the room's head
Yeah.
blown off in the
It's
corner. Yeah.
Any more
Yeah.
dumb movies?
What? It's like hold
I
on. I
know
sent
a
you
really
some.
dumb movie,
What?
actually.
Wait, hold on.
What's that movie?
Oh, Sausage
called?
Party is like a dumbass movie.
That one was
No,
crazy.
Kung Fu Panda and that fuckery. That's
That's
so
a Disney. That's a kid movie,
No,
though.
it's still stupid though. Like,
Dog,
that's so
it's for
dumb,
the, it's
yo.
for the youths,
I
bro.
don't
What
give
you
a
mean?
shit. I'm not letting my you watch Kung Fu
So wait,
Panda.
you sat down and watched it?
No, yeah, because I was like, okay, this is the big thing. Let me just see what I want.
You sat down and watched the whole thing to say it's dumb.
These
It's
guys
a youth
suckered me in.
movie.
Yeah, why not? Isn't that what people used to do back
I
in
just
the
like
day?
the
Just
idea
go
of like
see a
do
movie
something
theater and
stupid for the
shit.
sake of just like do something stupid. I love that.
I'm trying to think of what. I
Or
don't know
like
any dumb movies.
what's his name? Chris Farley, R.I.P. Chris Farley.
What, like Beverly Hills something? Beverly Hills Ninja?
yeah, like that was
a dummy too, but that was back in the
stupid
day.
as
Like
shit.
Borat.
They love
There's like
that.
movies that just don't make. It's like we're just an excuse to do stupid
Borat's
shit.
good. Borat,
But just an
but
excuse-
Borat's
like-
smart though. It's actually
Like an
smart.
excuse to do stupid shit.
Some of these movies are just dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. Everybody at home watching, comment down below if you're gonna go watch Cocaine Bear. I'd like to see
Fuck that shit.
how many people are gonna watch that.
I'll watch
movie.
it on free stream in my
You're still gonna
yard.
watch it though. I'm not gonna watch
Free
it at
stream
all.
it in my yard still and just be like, this is fuckery and change it to BMF.
Comment down below. Let us know if it's a good movie.
This isn't fuckery.
I want to move on to something more serious. I know we've been laughing here, having a good old time. This is a topic that OG kind of brought to us. And I want you to explain it because I want to know where you take this because I have a different view of what this is. Drug abuse in relationships. You wanted to bring this one to our toxic time, but we kind of missed it. We might bring it back to that. OG, explain what you mean by drug abuse.
Well, first and
in relationships.
foremost,
Man side. What's man side, yo?
first and foremost, before we bring any of these topics to the forefront, we, apologize to anybody ahead of time because
No, that's how you
this
know some
is-
foul shit's about to come out,
this
bro.
is just, it's a crazy topic in itself.
It's
So
not that crazy, bro.
basically,
he wanted to get something out here.
basically, what really brought me to thinking
Tell us how
about
you really
this,
feel,
what really
sir.
brought me to thinking about this topic in the first place is how, everybody's kind of talking in the background about how the world's trying to kind of like stop the, building of the population and they're trying to slow down, everybody from having kids and so on and so
Who's
forth.
they?
Governments all over the world or whatever.
man?
The man.
They're saying to, like,
yeah.
reduce
So
it?
that's the big
Some jive
conspiracy theory right
Someone's
now,
told
right?
you to have less kids.
No, China does it already though. But anyway,
They've been doing it though.
so with that being said, it's just like it's weird to see that how they're promoting all of these toxic relationships and toxic narratives in social media and so on and so forth for relationships. But the one that struck me the most that made this topic come to me was Blueface, right?
Blueface and Krishan, you mean?
Blueface and Krishan.
Okay.
And before Blueface and Krishan, we just went through Johnny Depp and his girl. They were coked out. Fucking Bobby Brown and Whitney, obviously.
So
and
big time
then
jumps.
my last one that I really wanted to start the conversation with was Kim Kardashian and Kanye West.
How's that drug abuse in relationships?
I don't think it's drug abuse. I just think it's the abuse of the drug of fame. Like, they will do anything for fame, even ruin the relationship, just to make sure they have something to put on Instagram or in the media or whatever to kind of continue to make their names rise. I think fame is their drug. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. I did write something beside it.
I would say that for Kim, though. I wouldn't say that for Kanye.
I put something beside it.
I said it for Kim and Kanye. Kanye loves the spotlight.
Kanye wants to be great, though.
Don't get into argument about what's better, who's doing it more. I understand what he's talking about.
Right,
There's an addiction there, though.
Yeah.
I put addiction in relationships is what I put beside your
drug abuse or
here.
addictions. Yeah.
So let's start with addictions. Or let's start with drugs, actually. Drug abuse in a relationship is horrible. If you have 2 feeds in a relationship, that's the worst shit you can fucking have in your life.
Yo, didn't like
She's saying
Dave Chappelle?
I shouldn't do like a line off a girl's ass?
No, you should not unless it's a one-night thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about relationships 4 years in, robbing houses together to get a shot of them. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of these drug abuse relationships in my neighborhood. I see a lot of them walking around taking good strolls, trying to get a score.
Not fair. That's fine.
If you have 2 people in a relationship addicted to a substance, the chances that those people will get sober plummets.
I don't think so, though.
It does. If
Depending,
one gets sober,
and we have proof in this article right here.
sure, but I'm telling you things that I know that I've seen. If you have 2 people in a relationship on a substance, the chance of them getting sober is very, very slim. Now, if one does get sober, what I've also seen is the other one usually will find death. The person they created that connection with over that substance is now gone, and that plummets them even further.
Amy Winehouse.
It's very dangerous
Amy Winehouse.
to have a relationship.
That wasn't a relationship. She was on her own.
With an addiction.
No, but her boyfriend committed suicide first, and he was an addict, and then she did it after him.
Now, addictions in the sense of what you were just talking about with Kanye West and Kim, and I'm not meaning to stay on them, but it is a very good point in the sense that one of them may be addicted to the fame and will do things that sabotage their relationship.
But the reason why
I
I bring them up is like Krishan and Blueface is the hybrid of both. So it's like they're obviously abusing alcohol and whatever other drugs that they take.
And they want the clout. Yes.
So it's just like, this is now like the hybrid fucking I'm addicted relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just like Bobby Brown was the start. Not even Bobby Brown. Who's before that? Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain.
There's a lot of public
relationships.
that
was after. Yeah, but
Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain they were both fucking methed out and fucking.
Oh no, they were fucked.
Yeah, that's.
Oh no, he was like, they were shooting like heroin and shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of celebrity couples that were addicted.
So
to
it doesn't work because it does end in death. Like you said, like Bobby and Whitney died off of fucking cocaine overdose. Courtney Love. Kurt Cobain killed himself. He was high when he did that shit.
Yeah, they were on heroin.
You
and shit,
know what I'm saying? And it's just
drugs.
like another example of it is what's his name? Playboy Cardi. Apparently, Playboy Cardi beats up every girl that he's been with, and he's always
allegedly, bro.
Yo, Iggy Azalea lit this nigga up on Twitter.
Alleged.
She lit his ass up.
Oh, the one thing he actually did though is while his like kid was being born. He said he couldn't make it, but he was like on streaming on Twitch playing video games or some shit.
So just a dickhead, but
I'm just saying. Hold on. So this is from this article. Let's see. I can't even Opu.
You better get that shit.
Opu Streetment. Okay, and they're saying what could go wrong. Okay, if you're in a addicted or addict relationship, and then the first one is who's in love with who. So sometimes because you're both addicts, you're not really in love with that person. You're just in love with the fact that they have the weed at their crib.
No, hold on. First of all, why did that sound like you were just teaching a kindergarten class?
No, I'm just saying,
Secondly, I agree. That's what I was getting to. People will be in love with the substance, and you have somebody that's your connection. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Is that substance?
All right, now
Don't
this.
spend too much time on it.
Yeah, yeah. Now the
you
second.
gotta talk about it.
Now
This
this.
you, baby.
Now the second one is what you were saying before. Double trouble, when two addicts mean two unhealthy types of coping habits.
Yes.
So it's like one person might be coping good that day, but the next thing is itching, like, I need it, I need it, I need it. And then he brings it in the house, then she needs it too. You know what I'm saying? After that, if one person recovers. So again, like if one person's trying to get, clean, and then the other person's still trying to fucking, smoke the crack in the living room, it's really not gonna work
just
out.
casual smoke a
you know
rock.
what I'm saying?
Shut the Rob Ford.
And then the last point was, can a couple get sober together? And the answer is yes. However, it is going to be one of the most grueling times of your life. You guys are gonna have sweats together, fucking diarrhea fits.
Just less likely though.
up.
Like they can't.
And
It's
it's
less likely.
10 times less likely.
When you have someone that's like
And
codependent, it's like it's
they're
fucked
saying
up.
that
Right?
Yes.
in 2011 they did a study that
Who's they?
the American Medical Research Team.
Okay.
Okay, and they deducted that, family therapy is the best way to do it if you're going to go through the two addicts at once trying to get
Just
clean
go to therapy together, kind
Yeah,
of.
you gotta just because if you don't, then it's gonna be a hard time.
Sometimes
I
though,
agree
you
as
gotta
well.
leave. Someone's not. If you're not in a, if like I always want to put myself in a position to succeed in general.
You're right.
So it's like
I
whatever
wouldn't get an
someone-
addict, bitch. Yeah, see, same. I wouldn't.
It's just like it's just regardless, whatever someone's vice just happens to be, not even just necessarily drugs. People will have other ones, like people use sex as a vice,
I
right?
used to be in
Fame
love
is the other
with this
one.
girl who was an
That
What
addict.
I'm trying to
is-
say is, I would never ever put myself in a position to like, if there's something that's like I'm bad at, I would never put myself in a position to like fail. Like I'd rather like.
And you think drugs does that? Drugs makes a lot of people win.
What? Yes. No, there's no drugs that make niggas win. There's none.
Are you kidding me?
There's none. If
Yo,
you're talking
Lil
about
Wayne
stereo-
made like 17
if you're
mixtapes
ta-
on
that don't
fucking
mean nothing. He was
promethazine.
already rich when he started getting high, bro. What are you
Oh
talking
no,
about?
okay, so no,
What
but
are you
like
guys
No,
talking
but I'm
about?
saying he got more
No,
productive
I'm not
with
even
the
talking
drugs.
about. I'm not even talking about drugs. I'm just talking about like you were talking about like just addictions in general. Whatever your vice is, I'm trying to say is like I would never put myself in a position with a partner
Mm-hmm.
that would bring something out of me that I don't like even more. Like bring me down. So it's like no, my partner is like yo. If
So
I have
you're
like
gonna
a,
leave. You're gonna
like I'm
leave
stubborn
her.
and shit. So it's like,
Like
all
if
right,
you're
cool.
getting clean, you're leaving if she's still doing the stuff. You're saying.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what he
exactly.
said.
Okay.
If you like, okay, say like I
But
like
Bobby
drinking,
loved
right?
her, yo. He was frying fucking the chicken and cocaine and
Yeah,
shit.
but not
You know
staying
what
on
I'm saying?
celebrities. He's talking about everybody.
Yeah, I'm just
Let me
talking about
see.
Bobby
like,
and Whitney was a different story. Blueface and Krishan are different stories. Kim and Kanye are different stories. Are different situations.
But
As I just said, I
it's
got
all
couples
common.
walking around
It's
with my
all
hood.
die, bro. People are gonna
For
die
sure,
over
there's
this
all
shit.
people.
common
They
on
have
the
too
way.
many resources, too many drugs, and access to drugs. Those people
Okay,
that
so
you're
bring
talking
it to a
about.
street
Scary,
level
bro.
now. What does that look like?
I just
I don't know what
told
the hell
you,
he's talking
them
about.
niggas walking around my neighborhood asking for a hit. I just told you, asking for a cigarette, asking
Together,
yeah,
together.
holding hands, bro, scabs all over
That's
them.
kind of
all
romantic
that.
in the most
It's
fucked up way
crazy,
possible,
bro.
bro.
It's crazy.
That's the
it's a crazy thing.
deepest love you could ever feel.
That
yo.
is their connection, is that substance. But I wanted to touch more so on being addicted to something else in a relationship. CPU Steve kind of just said that. You can have sex as an addiction. You can have toxicity as an addiction. You
I'm
can
addicted to you,
have,
baby.
you could be addicted to your significant other, which makes you act different. There's all these type of addictions in these relationships.
I used to
that
be
make
addicted
things
to
bad.
sex.
My coping mechanism is
Nigga
kissing
said
your neck,
used
fool.
to.
Don't worry.
I used to be
Nigga
addicted
said
to
used
sex.
to. But
said
he's
my-
still addicted to sex. Like,
No,
he's still
you know
addicted
what
to
made
sex.
me not addicted to sex?
What?
When it was just all the same.
Yo, he's
I don't
really
even
good
know what
friends
that
with
means.
Pamela Henderson, bro.
Who?
When it just was all
He's
the
really good
same.
friends with Pamela Henderson.
No, when it all became the same, it was just like,
What does all the same mean? And then I'm pushing
It's
it
just
on.
like-
What does all the same mean?
so when you live downtown Toronto and you're a young black male,
Yo, this guy is crazy.
you
bro.
have
Where you
know,
don't live. Where you don't live.
He's
Where you
exposing
don't
me.
live, but
Don't expose
I,
it like that.
I'm not addicted anymore. You
No,
you
what do
have
you do?
you have
Yeah, it's
access
different.
you have
It does not
access to a lot more females than the average male across the world, I believe.
So you stopped having sex because you had more access to girls? That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, it just got too.
That don't even make
It
sense.
got
bro.
too easy. The game got too easy. It was too
Like, what?
easy.
That don't
It
even
got
make
too
sense.
easy. It got too easy.
No, what you're saying is you were addicted to the chase. Is
No,
what
I
you
was
were
addicted
saying.
to the sex.
No, he was addicted. Yeah, no, he had.
No, you're addicted to the chase of
No,
the sex.
I was addicted to the sex, and then when the sex just became like too fluid and too easy and too whatever and too,
You stopped
and I
having
was
it?
just.
That's a chase.
No,
bro.
but that's not it. It's just the sex itself. Like the sex was the goal.
And
it
then he
wasn't
met
the chase.
Pamela Henderson.
Huh?
Are you talking to the same girl? He asked.
No,
That's
it
it,
was
bro.
just having sex. Period. It didn't
guy's
matter if it was. It didn't matter if it was one girl, two girls,
But you're
three
saying,
girls. It
but
was
what
just
you're
like,
saying is, and I'm gonna push on because we'll go back
okay.
and forth. What you're
I
saying,
wasn't
though,
chasing nothing though. That's
but
what I'm
what you're
trying to
saying
show
is you
you.
had more sex and that made you stop having sex, bro. That's what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
But
could be
he's
over-
trying
you
to
could be
talk about the
overstimulated,
chase.
though.
He was trying to talk about the
boosted himself.
chase.
He's boosted himself, but like
He
you
got
could be
overstimulated.
I'm really not
Yeah.
trying to boost myself. I'm
You
trying
got
to be. I'm trying
overstimulated.
to be like,
There's
huh?
too much
You got
stimuli.
overstimulated.
It wasn't even overstimulation. It was
So
just
what
like
is
I'm
it?
tired of that.
That's what,
That's,
okay.
that's what the same thing,
That's
bro.
over-
Is that overstimulation
Yes,
though?
you're boiling
I think
over.
that's a result of overstimulation, but I don't think I feel it was overstimulation.
I
Like
still
my
think-
body will still rise to good head and good pum pum.
If you're
but at the
not-
end of the day, I was just like, I just
If-
wasn't. You know?
if you're
no,
not-
I'm talking about pum pum. We be.
If you're not
I'm
addicted
that's
to
what the
sex-
fuck.
No, but one thing I want to point out is he said not even just women, just sex in general. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, what
And
does
then
that
he's like,
mean?
Oh, you trying to save yourself? Whether it was one or two, try to save yourself.
You gotta relax.
If you're not addicted to sex, you're
You gotta
definitely
relax, bro.
addicted to toxicity. I'll say that right now.
No,
If
no,
it's
no,
not
no.
sex, you replace that shit with some toxic shit. You know what I mean? And you mention that often on this shit, bro. You
I'm like,
Yo, I
Reggie
keep
Miller
it
was
real
really
with
one
niggas.
who
Yo,
choked
I'm
inside
not-
his neck.
I'm not here to fake shit, nigga. I'm not here to fake at all, bro. You know
so,
what I'm
so
saying?
that's
Like,
what I'm saying. If it's not
it's
sex,
real
then
life.
it's toxicity.
There's a lot of niggas out there that feel the way I feel. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Viewers
I get no.
watching.
That's actually a real thing. No, it's like when you're overstimulated, like you just burn. Like it's almost like a burnout. Like you're like I don't. Lil Yachty literally just talked about.
Yeah,
this.
he did. He said he sold because of that reason. He's had so much. That
He's like,
he
I just got
said,
bored.
You know, it's over with. I can't say the same. Like,
Unless you catch that one thing that has you in that fucking old school Toronto headlock.
Relax.
And you know what I'm talking about.
relax.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
relaxed.
That
Actually,
just
don't.
gets you in a way.
Don't
He
have to.
just rinses
I
your neck like this every time.
All right, so I got a question for both of you. Speaking of addictions and bad ones, do you think John Tory was addicted to clapping cheeks on his desk? This is an old story. If you do not know, I'll get you guys
Oh,
to
John
answer the
Tory?
question.
Oh.
This is a very old story. If you guys do not know and you're outside of Toronto, our
Yo, she's
mayor,
kind of fire. I can't lie.
our mayor has recently stepped down due to a sex scandal that he had cheated on his wife of 40 years with
I would say he
a,
stepped up.
no, he stepped down from his position.
No,
Because
because she was
he-
like, I'm rich.
Now, this to me is an
That guy's
addiction.
loaded, bro. They're
Something,
loaded.
yes, something that we did see as an addiction because he could not keep his
Even
hands
got him paid less.
to himself. Now, did you guys see? Did you guys see them throwing eggs at
Wow,
his
that was
window?
great. That was so
Honestly,
good, bro. Yo, that aim was impeccable, bro. That was good. And you see him zip down, and he's like sitting at his desk writing papers. That shit was
He
so
sat
good.
at his desk the entire time reading that paper like he didn't hear those fucking eggs hit his window. And then still sat there while they cleaned that shit up. Now, my question is, why are they mad? Why is the public mad at John Tory right
I
now?
don't know. They're acting like they never got ahead or they never cheated. That's what I don't like.
I'm so confused.
Like I've never
right
cheated in
now.
my life. I generally haven't. But like, yo, guy, this is not family appropriate. I'm like, says the guy that has like 3 escorts every week.
You know what I'm saying? Says the guy who's doing
Yo.
fucking lines and hookers on a Friday. What are you
used to
talking
I'm
about?
not saying anything wrong with that. Just be single when you do it.
I used to live by Lavelle nightclub, and John Tory was outside of that bitch every Saturday.
So then he was wheeling down things,
Even
getting
when
the
he
things
broke
down?
his leg, remember when he broke his leg? He had the cane, and he was walking in the club with the cane. and the
Shout out Mary
broke leg.
John Tory. I'm not trying to be, disrespectful here. It is
But
in the
yo,
news.
it's all a cover up. It's all a
I
cover
miss
up.
when our mayor just smoked crack instead.
Yo,
We
it's
have
all a
had-
cover up.
We have had a lot of colorful
Don't you just miss
mayors.
when your mayor just smoked crack instead?
Yo, John
Hold
Tory,
on,
this shit
hold
with John
on.
Tory is all a cover up. Let's
We
keep
have
it
had a lot of colorful
What are you
mayors here.
talking about,
Hold on,
bro?
hold on. We have had a lot of colorful mayors here in Toronto. If you do
The
not
earth
know,
is flat.
we have one who has cheated on his wife for 40 years, one who smoked crack cocaine, and one who was obsessed with furniture. You guys remember?
Right, but the one that smoked crack, he said, That's ridiculous that I asked her to eat girl pussy out. I have enough to eat at home.
He said he had enough to eat at home. So our mayors are
he
kind of
smokes a
crazy
box. It was
here
great.
in this city. Again, shout out John Tory, the mayor.
John Mayer?
John Mayor Tory. Shout him out. I'm not trying to be disrespectful here. I just thought I'd bring that up.
No, it's
But
kinda
it's a
good shit.
cover up.
What's a cover up, bro?
It's
Here
a
we go
cover
with
up for
conspiracies.
fucking how fucking Doug Ford just had fucking 10 of the top builders at his fucking daughter's fucking
They're trying to infiltrate North Korea, bro.
his fucking no, not even. Doug Ford had 10 of the top builders in Toronto at his fucking daughter's wedding sitting at his table.
So?
And they all gave fucking crazy amounts of dowry to the daughter that was undisclosed amounts.
Where
And
did you
now
read
he's
this?
under
But bro,
investigation.
where-
Hold on, he's under investigation.
Where did you read this?
Huh?
No, he's right.
On
No,
Twitter.
he's
Where
right.
did you read it?
On
No,
Twitter.
He's right. He's right.
Twitter.
Like they gave, like they donated more money. But the problem is, like this is for everything. This happens everywhere. John Tory is not the guy that needs to take money.
It's just kind of
No,
funny
you have
that
to
it
understand
happened
that
when they just passed that bill to get rid of the green thing. where
Right,
you
but
could
John
build
Tory
condos
comes.
fucking
I don't
in
think you
parks
realize
and
how much
shit, you know
money
what I'm
John Tory. Like he made less money coming to as a mayor.
No, I get what I'm saying,
it's like-
but
no, it's like he
he's
doesn't
just
need the money
covering
like that.
up Ford. He probably got paid to get this scandal put on him, so Ford could look like whatever's going on
I'm
in
not
the
gonna
No,
go
but
that
background.
Ford
deep. I
also
think
comes
he was-
from money. That's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah, he got
people
money.
want to say that money's the motivation for shit. I'm like, they don't need to get paid off. When
We
they
don't have to debate a conspiracy.
like they literally like their families come from like
Fam.
fucking like.
Do
We don't
these
gotta debate
mans
it.
care about the culture, or do they
regardless-
care about their pocket?
You're missing the
They
why.
obviously
You're missing
carry
the
They
why,
obviously
bro.
care about their pockets.
Maybe
But
they took
Alright,
money.
so they're-
No, people paid off people for money all the time. It's like just because like somebody doesn't get caught doing it doesn't mean it happens for everything.
But he got caught.
Even like Chris Sky, the anti-vax guy, all this shit. Like he's talking about like vote me for mayor. I'll have your best interest at heart. Who's his dad? He's the VP of a fucking development company, bro. That does development. I'm like, oh, but this guy has your best interest at heart. Like, it's all bullshit, bro.
all right, well,
I'm
I got a lot
telling you,
of
Computer
I
Steve,
got a lot
preach
of
that shit,
I got
yo.
a lot of
Preach that
topics to
shit.
get through.
No, you were all Chris Sky team, bro.
Listen,
No, I wasn't.
Listen,
Fuck that
I
guy.
got a lot of topics
I'm
to get
anybody
through.
who
Gentlemen,
says
sorry,
fuck
I'm angry
vaccine
now.
team.
yeah,
Fuck
don't
vaccine.
go back and forth with them.
Fuck vaccine team.
All right, cool. Can I continue now? You guys done?
Sorry, yeah, we are. Sorry, sir.
Fuck the vaccine.
So you're not done. Are you done, bro?
1, 2,
I don't
3.
condone his
Fuck the
behavior right
vaccine.
now, but he's saying,
Shout out fucking John Tory.
vax that
once
thing
again.
up.
Do you think someone snitched on John Tory? Do you think there was a secretary that was like, oh,
Oh, they definitely try to blackmail him for
oh,
sure.
Mary,
He probably said,
oh,
fuck
Mary,
yeah.
she's in the office again.
Of course.
Or she's staying too long in that office.
She said, I'm never coming back to work. It's
Yo,
too
bro,
scary.
imagine you had a shit job and you got ahead and you got to leave your shit job anyways to more money. That's not a bad.
No, if you get a sexual harassment with the government, you never have to work again.
He didn't get sexual harassment.
He didn't get sexual harassment.
No, they were like messing with each other.
It was
Oh, no,
consensual, and he
oh.
decided to step down
So
himself.
she probably went to him like, John, you know
She
what?
I'm
actually
trying to
left
say
the
is-
job.
If anything, what I'm trying to say is like, for example, with him, it's like he's like, I'm in a shit job. I don't want to do this anymore. How do I get out? You know what? I'm just gonna.
Fuck this 30-year-old on
No,
my
no, I've
desk.
already been fucking up. Let's just like leak it because I'm like, yo, I have a reason to get out now.
It is a shit job, and he had a lot to
Super
take care
shit
of this year.
It's all.
So,
Super shit job. And
They are
it was
considering-
he's
fucking-
also bad at his job, so
they are considering putting in the former police commissioner.
that's always good.
as-
Who? The black you?
Yes, I forgot his name. We should get his name. I don't know why we don't know his name. Fucking shit. If you can look up his name for me, please. The former police commissioner. He is considering putting his name in that ballot to go for fucking mayor.
I don't like police like running
If
cities,
he gets
bro.
mayor, bro,
I like it. I like that.
nah,
move.
bro, you won't like it.
No, here's the problem
won't
with
like
police.
it,
It's
bro.
like, okay, if I know you went, if you stayed
Fam,
as a
he
regular.
stepped down when he realized
Nah,
that
you
Black
won't
Lives
like it.
Matters was some bullshit.
You won't
yo.
like it, bro. I'm
No,
telling
here's
you.
the one thing I will say though is like anyone that makes it through police, like if you're really excel at that shit, you don't stay police. If you end up in police your entire life, like you literally, like if you're too smart, IQ wise, they literally would not hire you. So I know he's not gonna be that smart.
Oh, man.
It's actually kind of deep. Like they actually have like, because they don't like the idea that if you think you're too smart, it's because then you won't listen. If you think you're like boss an idiot, you won't listen. So like intentionally, cops are hired to be like dumb. So it's like if you made it through, if you stayed in the police your entire career, it means you're kind of like,
I don't know if that's facts right there.
You're good, you're good at
TBC.
playing,
no,
playing
no.
dumb.
The cops
Playing dumb.
cops are
playing
hired
dumb.
to be dumb.
Playing
no,
dumb.
oh no, there's like in the States, there's no.
Don't
there's civil
get beat
lawsuits
up,
in the
yo.
States.
Don't get beat up on road.
Can we get his name, the commissioner, former police commissioner? if he does get into that office, I don't know how that's gonna look for the city. It's gonna look kind of bad for us, bro. I think because he'll be putting a lot of money behind that police, and there'll be a lot of support behind police shit that you don't want to see support behind. So,
bro, I'm not like,
what's his name?
Like, this is not like a joke.
Okay, so cops are dumb for real.
No, like literally in the States, there's like been lawsuits over this shit, and like constantly, they literally like if you're like you could ace all your tests, be the most qualified person in a room, and they won't hire you.
That's crazy.
Even if you want to be a cop, they'd be like, no, it's like because you know that you're gonna be smarter than the guy that's leading your team, and the idea is if he tells you to do an order, you should do it.
Crazy.
And it's like if you like question him, you failed, and they don't want that. They don't want you to question it.
Yeah.
But that's like literally how they're hired.
What's the commissioner's name? Sorry.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm going off on this.
Yeah, you're going off. Both of you are going off today. It's supposed to be a relaxed day today, you know.
Mark Saunders?
Mark Saunders? Is
that
the former commissioner?
That's the former. Yeah, Mark Saunders. Yeah, this guy.
Mark Saunders is trying to be mayor right now, or being considered for mayor right now.
When do you think he went bald?
I don't know. I don't know why he went bald, bro.
No, I think it takes like us. No, in general, always if someone goes when someone is like bald by choice, don't fuck with that guy.
Yeah, he seems a little crazy. But anyways, as I said, I think somebody snitched on John Tory.
Good for yo,
maybe
you got
the
out,
secretary
bro.
or some shit. Shout out to that nigga. I wanted to get into, speaking of snitching, the snitching culture today.
The evolution of snitching.
Relax. There's a big snitching culture going on. Now, I don't even like really talking about snitching because a lot of people, especially these young kids, confuse what snitching is.
Oh, I'm telling, bro.
A lot of people think just telling on someone for stealing, I guess.
You know what snitching stands for? Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to come home.
I'm not done. That's a really good one, though.
That actually is kind of
That
funny.
is a really
Sorry,
good one.
nigga, I'm trying to come
No,
home.
but okay, here's the one thing.
Hey!
Now, relax with the notes, bro. You ain't got to go crazy with the notes. Anyways, a lot of people are snitching today. A lot of these kids. I wanted to kind of touch on the music industry, and then we'll get into your evolution of snitching. But the music industry, there's a lot of snitching going on today, and a lot of people rating on what or deciding what snitching is. Now, what I mean by that is there's a difference in who is being accepted and who is not. Now, obviously, the biggest and most recent comparison is the most biggest and recent comparison is Gunna and 6ix9ine. Now, if you do not know, Gunna is signed to YSL, which is Young Thug.
No, he's not anymore.
Listen,
Not anymore.
Can I get through this, please?
No.
Please,
Not
let me get through this.
anymore.
Sorry, I'm kidding.
Signed to YSL and was working with Young Thug. They were all charged in a RICO case earlier late last year. Gunna has recently stepped off of the YSL label. I believe a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. A lot of people are saying that Gunna is not being treated the same as, let's say, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Now, what do we think about the snitching culture? I'm going to give you guys a 3-parter, so pay the fuck attention. Okay? What do we think?
Stop doing the
Pay
2-part,
attention.
yo.
Have faith in your brain, bro.
Yo. Have faith in my brain?
Yeah, have faith in your
Don't
brain,
even do me
bro.
like that. I have
What
real
you
faith in
mean?
my brain.
So then don't
but I don't
question.
want no 2-part question.
It's a 3-parter, first
Oh,
of all.
God,
But
this guy
anyways,
with the
what do we
fucking-
think about the snitching culture in the music industry? What do we think about comparisons in the music industry? And what do we think snitching is?
Sorry, nigga. I'm trying to come home.
Who's going to answer
Hey.
first?
Okay, so I'm gonna as far as the music industry goes.
Yes.
There's an MF Doom chorus from it's this song is called Rap Snitch Niches from the MF Food. So rap snitches telling all their business, sit in the court and be their own star witness. Did you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around and get the whole label sent up for years. Rap snitches telling all their business, sit in the court and be their own star
He's
witness.
talking about Murder Inc.
I'm talking about like all these guys. I'm like, some of these guys like, they literally said what they did, and it's like you're your own. Like Gunna, what he did or not, it didn't matter. Like his fucking one of his main guys, like fucking just spoke. Didn't even get a fucking meal out of it. Just spoke. So I'm like, we're blaming Gunna, but it's like, yo, But literally, MF Doom said it. They're their own star witness, bro. They have Thug on like.
As
tape.
Project Pat said,
Do you think-
stop telling on yourself.
Do you
like-
think they should be comparing the two? Is there a comparison between him and Tekashi 6ix9ine? Let's say Gunna, for an example.
No, because
No.
Tekashi was boastful
Tekashi,
about
they
it.
like made him, right? Like he wasn't that. They
Gunna
gave him
feels
to begin
shame.
with.
He feels shame about it. Like he's not
But Gunna
talking.
was
He's
on
not.
TV, like talking about like his cousin and shit when his cousin got shot.
Back in the
before
day,
that,
yes,
right?
he did.
He's like a regular dude.
That was a
Stoppers.
skit though. He was acting. That was an act. He was. That never happened to him.
What? It was in the news, bro. He was like,
Yeah, but apparently that was a reenactment. He
What was
wasn't
a
a real
reenactment?
person.
him telling on news.
Yeah, it was. He
the
wasn't a
Crime
real
Stoppers
person.
Yeah, but he's like the guy in the red shirt.
He wasn't
Yeah,
a real
whatever.
person though. It was
Okay,
like
regardless.
he was acting or something.
Regardless,
That's what he said.
he shouldn't be compared to Tekashi 6ix9ine.
No,
Is what you're
no.
saying. Tekashi doesn't give a fuck.
No,
Gunna does
because
have shame.
Tekashi's a promoter of snitch culture. He's like, yo, let's snitch together. I'll go. This is the reason why I snitch. And if you don't snitch, you're a dummy. Because if you should snitch like me.
I don't think it was
'Cause
that
if I
exaggerated.
snitch, and the reason why I snitch, it was a good reason to
The only reason I
snitch.
feel
Like-
bad for him is because he portrayed a thing image that wasn't him. They made him into an image. They fucking took everything from him, extorted him, were fucking his girl, kidnapped him, like threatened him, and then they knew who he was. They knew that he was not about that life.
Yeah,
It's
he.
like-
It's
that's
like,
what- that's
if you're,
like
if you're
what-
like a G and you know someone's not about that life and you think they're gonna snitch, they knew who he was.
Yeah, so are
So
you
why the
almost saying?
fuck would you do that?
Are
if
you almost
knew-
saying that they put themselves in that position?
100% they did.
Okay.
So you're okay with
So-
He wasn't about that life to
snitching?
begin with.
So-
No, he's like not a guy he says he is.
For
He's
sure.
not, but those guys are idiots too.
And
He's like
Tekashi
Vanilla
doesn't
Ice.
run around and say you should snitch
Don't
too,
kill me,
but
I'm
he
sorry.
does say that he doesn't see the reason why he should have held his tongue, especially with all those things you just mentioned. Now there has been other rappers in the industry who have said this.
They would have got them without him or not. at some point.
100%, and a lot of
Some
people
might.
don't know that a lot of those guys are locked up for other things, not just Tekashi pointing at
I'm
them and
surprised they
saying
didn't
that
get
they're
Jimmy
part of
Jones
something.
for that, bro.
He tried.
They tried.
But
Melly
Troy
Matrix,
Ave,
Melly
Troy Ave
Matrix.
has
Not
also said this. He has spoken against Tax Tone, who we all know. Shout out Tax Tone, free Tax Tone. I don't know if you niggas know that, so I won't say we all know, but that's my guy. But
All these
anyways,
old guys, bro.
he also snitched on Tax Tone for a murder. And he promoted that when he was in jail, nobody helped him, not one person from his hood. So he's not going to follow a code that is not supporting him in a time of need. So this is also another person who's walking around doing interviews, talking about snitching. So I wanted to talk about how that evolution, as you said, has started. Snitching back in the day was a big no-no, and now it's a maybe. Right?
You want to
It's
know
not a
why?
baby.
Now it's a
like-
maybe.
Because the
People
world
that care
right
about never put
now,
me in a position to even do that, bro.
the world right now is soft. Sensitivity is king. Nobody cares about honor. Nobody cares about a standard. Nobody cares about accountability. Nobody cares about the fact that you could do something that affects 5 other people. No one gives a shit. This world we live in today is all about self. So at the end of the day, if you're gonna fucking tell one of these kids that's growing up all about self, and all they do is look at their iPad and think about their score on fucking what's that fucking dumb game these kids play? Fucking Go-Go or Go-Yo or whatever it's
I don't
called.
know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know. It's like some Credit Karma or whatever it's
What?
called. They just do some dumb games on their iPad all day long, and those kids grow up and then go into the streets because they only have a single parent home, and then fucking that mentality of my singular fucking life is all they think about, and they don't really care about whether or not
I'm glad
their
to find
fucking
out.
snitching is going to fucking
Got to
affect.
find out.
No, it's, they don't
You
care
got to-
whether
I
they're
don't know what-
snitching.
I don't know what
They
single
don't care
parent
whether
home
they're
has to do with
snitching.
that, bro.
Listen, they don't care whether their snitching is going to affect anybody else. They're just thinking about setting themselves
Yeah, but that's
free.
the whole point of snitching. What I'm asking you is
Right.
this. If you met 5 niggas tomorrow, they brought you to a situation that you didn't know was going to be an illegal one. You get arrested now.
Then I'm an idiot.
Are
And
you?
I'm not-
no, I'm not
I'm an
asking about
idiot.
your decisions. You're sitting down in front of a police and he tell you, bro, you're looking at 15. You're taking that?
Fam, at the end of the day,
Answer my question.
no,
Answer
I'm
my
Answer the
answering
question.
right now.
Answer the
I'm answering
question.
the question. At the end of the day, if I'm making any move with any
No, I'm
nigga-
not asking about your decisions. Yes or no?
Yeah,
Because
I'm
you won't
taking
have
it
this
because I'm
time.
an idiot.
So
I'm
you
taking
will
it. I'm
take
an
it.
idiot. I'm an
And you-
idiot.
and you just
Why
met
would
them
I
5
fuck with
niggas.
these dummies? I'm taking it.
So you're punishing yourself, you're saying, for that.
I'm not even punishing myself. At
Well,
the
you
end
are.
of the
You're
day,
doing
No,
I'm
15
gonna have
years.
hold on.
No,
You
but
are.
At the end
Own up
of
your
the
shit.
day, I'm gonna have a good lawyer myself, and I'm gonna do my thing. You
Okay,
know what I'm
let's
saying?
say-
But
But
why
I'm
look
not
out for
gonna
them?
catch no charges. But I'm not snitching. You know what I'm saying?
So you're gonna fight your case. And
I'm
you're,
gonna
you're
fight
gonna
my
go.
case, and I'm gonna. You know
But
what I'm
they're
saying?
perfectly okay with letting a guy that they don't really know go to jail for them. So it's like they don't have your back. Why you have theirs?
But at the end of the day, I grew up with people that if they knew I did that, I might die.
You're not gonna
Like,
die, bro.
On
Stop
some real
this.
shit. I can't go back to a
But
family
I'm telling
reunion
you,
after that.
but I'm
You
telling
know
you
what I'm saying?
today, what I'm saying today
Once that
is
paperwork
that
is out, like,
you might not die today. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm trying to say,
That's
but
the evolution of this
based off the
snitching.
code that I'm talking about in the cloth that I come from, you ask me. I'm just saying, like, I know
So
people
you're taking a
that
chance.
if I tried to fucking go to Ray Ray Rock tomorrow
banging on their
and
drum,
they
bro.
seen that paperwork, I get boxed up with certain type of metal in my face. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying, but
And
you don't
that's
know.
my
Let's
people,
say,
people.
no,
That's
I'm
my
saying it's not
people,
your
you know what I'm
people. I'm saying
saying?
it's
Huh?
people you don't know. That was my question.
No, but I'm just saying if
No,
I
but
did
no,
that,
you're not
if
just
I
saying. He
did
asked
that,
you a
if I
specific question,
ratted
bro.
and fucking
So
that,
even if
that
you were
was
with
on
somebody
paper
else,
somewhere,
your
huh?
people are boxing you, even if it was with other people.
It doesn't matter.
What if they couldn't find out?
It doesn't matter.
What?
Because that's already in my blood.
it's
That's
about-
already
it's
in my
about his own
blood. No,
principles.
fam, I've
It's his
been
own
in
principles.
situations already where fucking something went awry and the next man just was a
I'm telling
fucking
you this,
fish
though.
shoot and he just acted like a idiot.
I'm telling you this,
know
though,
what
and
I'm
I'll tell the
saying?
people at home watching as well.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people will speak on this. A lot of people. And they'll say what snitching is, how you should snitch, how you shouldn't snitch, whatever. Nobody, I can speak for everybody in this room, none of us have had to sit across somebody and have them tell us that we're looking at 30 years. Not one. So none of us can have an opinion, and that includes you people at home as well. We can't have an opinion on whether people should snitch or not. I'm not going to sit here and promote putting people in jail. I don't agree with that. If you live by a code and you
I think the
decide to
same way.
do
I
something,
think the same way. I think the
Hold
same
on.
way you do.
if you
That's
live
the
by a
same way.
code, hold on,
Yeah.
and you decide to live a certain way, as you just said, and partake in illegal activity with people that you know also partaking in that illegal activity, no, I don't agree that you should tell on somebody to get less time. That's what snitching is. You tell on someone to get less time, or you tell on someone to put them in jail. That's what snitching is. I don't
Or-
promote that.
Or
What if someone's a serial
or
killer, bro?
hold
You're not
on,
gonna tell them.
or
That's an old
you
camera.
don't say shit. You don't fucking run your mouth, and they do the fucking background checks, and they look at the cameras, and they realize you don't fucking have shit to do with that.
There's
You
a
get what I'm
serial
saying?
rapist going
No,
around. You're not
hold
snitching.
on. At the end of the day, the cops know the truth about everything that's going on. Whether they have surveillance,
No,
whether-
not always.
they do.
Not
fam.
always.
Stop this.
Nah,
They're
cops
always
depend-
10 steps ahead.
Cops
ahead of
depend
niggas, fam.
on informants heavily.
Yeah, but
Heavily.
they also have way more
Informer.
information that they can't use. Do you get what I'm saying?
For sure.
They're watching you in ways that they shouldn't be.
For sure, but I'm not gonna sit
legal
up here-
wa- Which cop is doing it the legal way every time?
I'm
Like,
not.
please
There's a
don't
lot of
really-
cops that do it the legal way.
Stop
There
this.
is, bro. It's not. There
Okay.
is. Like, there's a lot of
Okay.
cops. There's
Don't
a
let me
cop
bring
that
up
do it the
10
legal way.
mans I know
Bang
right
heavy
now that
germ, bro.
some illegal thing.
I'm
but at the
saying
end of
this,
the day,
though.
it's just this. Like, if you're a regular civilian and you just want to save your life, I'm not gonna get mad at you. But at the end of the day, you ask me, and I just, it's not
Yeah, you're
that
right.
I'm, it's
You're
not that I'm
taking
no
15.
gangster or whatever.
No, you're
It's
taking
just,
15.
I'm not taking 15.
That's what you say. You're
My
taking
lawyer
15.
is nice. Wherever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what.
No, I'm saying, bro. What I'm saying, and I won't push too much on this because we already went back and forth.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, your case is ugly. Is what I'm saying. It's an ugly case. It's not one somebody can just come in and beat up. An ugly
hold
case.
on.
You know what I'm
Even when
saying?
they have a 4-man case, it's not every man's getting 30.
I know that.
They're
bro.
gonna tell you
I
you're
understand
getting
that.
30, but at
No,
the
one
end
guy's
of the
only doing
case,
5 'cause he told.
no,
Exactly.
no, hold on, no, 5 because he told.
Exactly, bro. I'm
It's
telling
not
you.
always because you
I'm telling
told.
you.
It's not
No,
always
the
because
fucked
you
up thing
told.
is like, yo,
no,
it's like-
because hold on. Even in Bobby Schmurder's case, Bobby was supposed to get like 2 years, but he said, "Let me just bang the 5 years with my niggas." And that's how they all
No,
got
they were
5
gonna
years.
give him. They were gonna give Rowdy 12, and they
Yeah,
said, "I'll
and then
give
they
you
brought it all
both
down.
6."
Yeah.
And he said, "Okay,
And
I'll
they
take the
brought it-
6."
Yeah.
That's
but
fine.
Bobby had to take more years to be
That's
like a part of
fine.
that
No, but
deal,
Bobby,
right?
Bobby said
fine.
he's like I'm
Right,
already
but
here
that's
for
a
like
different thing.
if I'm already here for this long, what's another year extra? Right?
Exactly.
Because it doesn't
That's
matter, and I
fine.
get that.
That's somebody that they held high in the rap industry for holding it and keeping it solid.
But that's
But
what
it
I'm
worked
saying.
though. But like average
So-
wise, it actually was to the benefit of everyone for him to
And
do
hold
that.
on.
And that's 6 years we're
And hold
talking
on,
about,
here's
not
the deal
30.
though.
But
If
it's
you're
like,
hold on,
what
if
I'm
you're
trying to say
around,
is him snitching would have resulted in more years.
Yeah. Exactly.
total.
Exactly.
So like it didn't actually him not snitching
Exactly.
actually benefited
It benefited.
but
My-
that's what I'm
my
saying,
the
like,
whole
advice
thing
to
is if you
those-
have a good lawyer,
Yeah.
you're gonna bring your thing down.
Not
You're never
everybody
gonna
got
get
a good
the,
lawyer,
You're
though,
not
bro.
gonna get the football numbers.
Not
If you're a
everybody
rapper,
has
if you're
a good
rapper,
lawyer, though.
If you're a rapper, get a good lawyer. Get a
Sure,
good
if you're a rapper, stop doing illegal
Drew
shit. How
Finland,
about
what's his
that?
name? Drew
it's
Finland.
really easy
Drew
to not
Finland?
get caught
Yeah, shout out
for
Drew-
some shit. Just don't do it.
Shout out fucking Drew Finley. If you're a rapper, go holler at Drew Finley. That nigga get everybody on. Everybody.
man.
Yo, Drew Philly, yo. Remember the name, yo.
Anyways, if you're a rapper, don't do illegal shit. How about that in the music
Yeah,
industry?
get an under
Keep-
18-year-old kid to do it for you. That's
No,
what they
don't do that either. Just rap.
What the hell?
Just rap. And if you're into shit as
Juvenile
kids,
charges don't stick like adult ones, bro.
you kids, if you're into shit and you're doing illegal shit, again, I'm not gonna promote snitching, but I am gonna promote thinking for yourself. A lot of these kids get involved in things that they don't know they're getting involved in and have to eat these years. A lot of people are putting them in those situations just like
Yo,
you just
don't,
said.
can I
don't,
give, like,
don't,
my
don't
perspective
tell
on
these
this?
kids like they're stupid.
Bro, I'm
you know
not.
exactly who's slanging rocks on the block.
Bro,
you
I'm
know
not.
exactly who's banging. You knew that nigga was banging before you went and chilled with him. You thought
Bro,
banging was cool.
once
now
again-
that you thought banging was cool and you got nabbed up, you want to act like it's all sweet?
No.
No, brother, you can't snitch because you got attracted to that life. So now you have to know what that life's all about.
And you're
No, no,
potential-
you're- no,
do-
no, no.
you're
You're
gonna have to
potentially-
do
No,
your
you
two.
missed the
Hold on,
whole
hold on,
point,
hold on.
bro.
You're gonna have to do your 2 months in
get him, bro.
county.
Let me get him,
Hold
bro.
on, you're gonna have to do your 2 months in county, and then when you come
We
out,
don't
you're
have
gonna
county
stripes.
jails in Canada, but
Well,
okay.
What do we
listen,
have? We have the
listen.
municipal jails.
have a
though. We
drill?
have municipal jails.
I don't know.
We
I don't
have
know what you're
municipal
talking
jails though. We have
What I'm
Right,
saying,
so no
East Side,
offense.
East Jail, and shit
Yo.
like that.
what I'm saying is this.
Municipal jail.
I'm not going to say that to a kid. I'm not. As you know, I do my thing with kids, and that sounds weird, but I mean something social. I'm not going to promote a kid not snitching or snitching. There are kids who get involved in things they don't want to be involved in. That happens.
You just think like,
That
I would
does
say, like,
happen.
try not to get involved to begin with. Just stay out of it.
Exactly. And that's what I started with. Don't do nothing. And if you are
That's what I'm saying
involved,
too. Don't
if you
do it.
are involved, yeah, you might have to keep that solid shit because it's a code that people have to live by. But I'm not gonna promote it to kids to not snitch. If you're in a situation and you can get out of that situation that had nothing to do with you, by all means, do that. I hate, and this is my opinion, Incognegro, I hate that niggas say civilian and active niggas. All of us are civilians, bro. I don't care what what people say, bro. We're all civilians. So we can sit here and say, oh, he's a civilian and I'm a street nigga, whatever that means, bro. We're all humans, fam.
Hold
We're all
on.
gonna do something.
Yeah.
If we're in that situation, we're
Okay.
gonna make that choice.
But at the same time, it's this. Don't put yourself around it. If you know crack's cooking in the kitchen, don't be playing video games at that fucking trap house.
What if
Go somewhere-
it's your
doesn't-
house, bro?
Huh?
What if it's your
house,
mom's
then
house?
you knew that from time. You know what's up. You know
But
what's
you're
about
not
to go
involved,
down.
bro.
You
You might
know
get
cops
blamed.
could kick off your door. You know that. You know it.
Nah, bottom line is, I don't
What I'll
know.
say is like, okay, everyone around me has always known like I'm not like that. I'm not violent.
Yeah.
I'm not about that life. But like, if you around me,
They kick heads off. You mean?
anyways, what I'm trying to say is they
Alleged-
knew I wasn't, but I
alleged.
was like, they always like I didn't try to pretend or anything, and they were like, oh, vendors look nice.
Yeah, but they're not bringing you around it either, bro.
No, they'll
No,
try-
no, exactly. That's what I'm trying to
keep 'em away
say.
from
No,
it.
no, no. That's literally what I'm trying to say. Is like my point is like I would never even be put in a position because my friends know who I am, right? And if like it ever happened that, like, say like he was like one of my boys was doing something and he managed to get off, and like, all of a sudden I got caught with it.
Mm-hmm.
My boy would come back and be like, he didn't like it was me that did it. If it was him, like he would do that
Okay, so
because
what about man's like T.I.? Is that stitching though?
That's another good example. T.I. snitched on a dead person, if you do not know, and Boozy Badass
I don't
has a
think it's
problem with
stitching. I
this.
think that's a good move
Hold on.
legally.
Hold on. Boozy Badass has outwardly expressed to the internet and to the world that he does not agree with this decision that T.I. has made for snitching on his dead cousin. Do we consider snitching on a dead person?
Hell fucking no.
Snitching.
Boosie is
Can I,
lost his goddamn mind.
I asked ChatGPT. How
That's
do I?
like me. Hold on. Can I snitch on fucking what's his name? I'm gonna snitch on fucking Al Capone. What is he? What's
No,
gonna
but
happen?
that's
He's gonna
right.
get more years in the ground. Like what does it? What
So
does it
you
matter?
agree that we
I
can't
think that's
snitch?
a good legal move. His lawyer was smart as shit. He's like,
He's
you can
only-
get out
he's
on
like-
this.
You're only focusing on like one specific scenario of types of people where it's like, yes, if you're both involved in a certain lifestyle, you know the risks that come with it. But the whole point is like, what if like me and you got dragged, like say me and you did something and all of a sudden but you got off and like I got caught with it. But it's like I'm like actually like a good dude that doesn't do anything. Would you as my friend come back? Would you expect me to eat the charge for you? Or would you as my friend come back and be like, hey, like
no.
don't get him, get me?
I'm a solid nigga. I'm gonna eat that for you. But at the same
No,
time,
you're not eating it for me. I would have been eating it for you. You're eating it for yourself, bro. It's not me. It's
no,
you.
I'm talking about if I'm the man that did everything and you were just there with me and I know you're not a part of the streets.
Would
I'm
you
gonna be
come
like, this
back
guy
if you got
didn't-
off and I got bagged for it? Am I supposed to eat your charge, or would you come back?
No,
as a
I'd
friend?
come back and deal with it for
That's
you.
exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, but
you would never put me.
I
in a
wouldn't
position
put
to
you
even
into
do it.
position to snitch
That's
at
all I'm
all.
trying to
Yeah.
say.
So, but at
Exactly.
the end of the day, though,
As a good friend, you look out for me and I'll
I'm
look out for
talking
you,
about
and I
these
love
dumb
that.
youths. I'm talking about these dumb youths right now that don't have no education and they're in the
Hashtag, bro.
streets and they're bringing their church friends to run joke moves, and then it's like now they're
log
all
on
on
a Rico at 18,
CP24.
bro.
Hold on,
Yeah.
they're
That's
all on
hard.
CP24 right now for fucking murders by TTC and all types of dumb shit because they just wanted to show up and act like they were tough because they seen it on Instagram on fucking YNF Lucci's fucking Instagram.
So I asked ChatGPT.
What?
So I asked ChatGPT, how do I avoid being an informant?
Okay. okay. We'll close it off on this one, please.
If you're asking about how to avoid becoming an informant in a legal or law enforcement context, here are some suggestions. 1, know your rights.
That's what I'm saying. Get a good lawyer.
No, hold on.
You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry.
Yo,
Get
let
the
me
lawyer,
read. Let
and
me
you don't
get
have
to
to
the.
worry.
Let him
Let me
read it,
get to
bro.
the end, and this will connect what you're saying right now. You just need to be quiet for like 10 seconds, bro.
10 seconds, nigga.
I just got
2.
hyped. No, my brain is smart.
I said 10 seconds, bro. You couldn't even last one.
Not one.
Sorry, it's my life.
You can't last 1 second. That's your life.
Oh.
He walked in there.
The
He walked
ladies
into
know.
that.
The ladies
He
know
walked
already.
into that.
But I don't know why this guy's always talking about my dick. I don't know. It's pause.
I'm gonna let you read.
Anyways.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you read. Who's talking about your dick always?
Pause.
Didn't they just have 10 minutes on palming my dick, bro? They just talked about it. Anyways, go ahead. Go ahead.
This nigga's
Go ahead.
thirsty.
1
He
is
needs
know your
some sex.
rights. 2 is avoid illegal activity. Really easy to like not get a murder charge. It's just don't murder people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's like nice.
Don't murder
Who
people.
would've
You heard
thunk
that?
it?
Don't murder nobody.
Number 3 is be cautious who you associate with. So it's like be mindful of people who might be around you. That's
Mind
fair.
your
If, you're not,
surroundings.
if you don't want to be involved in certain shit and you know it's going on around you, like
That's what
don't
I'm
put,
saying.
Don't put yourself there. No, you're
chill
right.
at the trap
No.
house.
Yeah, right. No, if you're in a fucking trap house willingly and you get caught in it, like nah, you eat the charge because you're there. But if you're not there and your boy goes like, "Yo, come to this house right now," and all of a sudden you come there and there's cops pointing gun at you, and you're like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm not eating that.
Your boy has to eat it for you. He's gonna say, yo, he's a football player. Allow him, yo.
I'm sure you're gonna eat your boy up. No, pause.
Pause.
Walking into the
Number
Eat
4
the charge,
is
man. Eat
number
the
4
charge.
is
You
keep
gotta
the
relax.
information to yourself.
Yeah.
And number 5 is know when to ask for legal representation.
There you
That's what
go.
I'm trying
I know,
to
but you didn't
There
let
you
me
go.
get there.
There you go. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I'm not gonna promote no more snitching or nothing like that. Good luck to Gunna in his life.
He's a Saul Goodman, bro. We need a Saul Goodman.
Yes, so. All right, I'm gonna move on, guys, because we can go hours for that one.
But I don't think T.I. is snitching. If it's a dead man, that's just a good legal move.
Oh, I'm talking all my dead cousins, bro. Yo, my dead cousin be like, yo, pin it on me. I'm
This
My
is-
dead.
dead cousin probably like rated down, like use my body, yo.
This is a perfect
Yo,
example.
if
Perfect example
if
of
I'm
you niggas
dead, you
moving
want to pin a
on.
charge on me, by all means, go ahead, bro.
All right, let's go. Can I go?
Do what you got.
If that helps you, do it. I'm dead. It's fine.
All right, snitch on dead people. That's what we ended on. Let's talk about some world news, some shit going on in the world that I thought was pretty interesting. Spain, country in Europe, for those people who don't know geography, becomes the first European country to offer menstrual leave for women. Now
I
there
rate it
was
still. I rate
now
it.
there was another thing in Spain news, but I'll get into that in a minute. Now, Spain is offering the right to have 3 days in a month. So 3 days of menstrual leave in a month with the option of extending it to 5 days if the experience of painful periods keep going. Now, we're going to get a little nasty here. Everybody put on their mature hat.
It's not even that. I'm just laughing at the. Yo, I'm laughing at the photos of like the banner of the photo. The article photo is crazy.
Okay. Now, what I kind of want to get into, which I agreed with you, I do rate it. I do like that we have this. Right? I do like that
Not
Spain
worry,
is
yo,
doing
because
this.
she's just gonna be a bitch at work anyway.
Relax. This guy is crazy. This guy is nuts. I do like this, that they'll have this for women, because I have been around women who have menstrual pains like no other. So to the point where they cannot function, is what I'm trying to say. So I am happy that they are doing this for women. But what I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about, this can get a little more interesting. I know we didn't want to have trans talks on here, which I'm gonna have.
Oh, fair enough.
We're gonna have these conversations.
You can't tell me what I can't identify as,
We are
right?
going to have these conversations. It'll happen. But anyways, I'm not gonna get too much into this, but this was something that Spain did. They became the first European country to have this. As it was passed with numerous sexual and reproductive rights laws, including ones expanding abortion and transgender rights. What I want to ask you guys is why, and this is kind of off topic but on, why do we think women have to pay for their menstrual hygiene products? As a podcast,
It's a lick.
as
What
a
do you
podcast,
mean?
as a
No, it should be
podcast
free.
of
No,
men,
100%.
yes, as
But
a
I think everything
podcast
health
of
related should be
men,
free, period.
yes. As a podcast of men, I believe we should really speak out to this and really talk about this, because I want to big it up for the women. I don't think these things should be taxed on top of having to be paid for as well.
No, it should be standardized for sure.
Now, if they
Nigga,
do,
I'm raising the
Like, it's
prices.
not a thing that you
I'm
pay.
raising
Like,
the
oh, you might
prices.
need it.
if they
It's
do
like,
give this out for free, though, obviously the quality of these things would deteriorate, right? We're talking
No, just take
about
out the
periods.
cost. No, just like cut.
We're talking about blood out of vagina.
No, just cut.
That's what we're talking
cut
about.
some for the police budget. We good. We can
What
cover
the
that.
Cut
hell
some
are
of them.
you saying right
So,
now,
as a man, I want you to say, listen. Speak
get
for
the-
the
get the-
women for a
get the
minute,
good
especially
Why
being
I
a,
can't speak for
yes, you
no
can, because you're a
girl.
ladies' man. Speak for the women for a minute. They should have free hygiene products,
Yes.
right? You agree, OG? You have to say you agree right now, or you'll look real
Yeah,
nuts.
I mean,
I think all health related
I
things
guess
should be
so.
free, though, in general.
That's what I guess.
But if
So.
I'm thinking from a business standpoint, I'm charging
Obviously
them,
not. Yeah,
I'm
you would
charging them
charge them.
$1 more every year.
So what would happen if? And I'm trying. I'm
Well,
trying to
thankfully,
think.
you don't own.
Hold on.
You
I'm
don't
trying
own
to.
Tampax.
Pads
Thankfully.
would be $34.
I tried to think of something that men have that is needed as much as pads.
Haircut.
Toilet paper is what was mentioned, but both men and women need toilet paper.
Haircut, yo.
No, just get a
Haircuts,
boot. Yo,
both
get a,
women
get a
and
bidet.
men get
Every
haircuts.
2 weeks.
Get a bidet, bro.
What?
A bidet.
A bidet to wash your ass. Both men and
No,
women
you get
wash
the
They
little
their
have the
ass.
arms.
toilet that has a
Powder
spray
after,
tank
dries
now.
it
You
off
don't
for
even
you?
need a bidet no more. They have
What
the
is
toilet with the
something
spray
that
tank.
men have that? Yes, men
Haircut.
specific.
Haircut.
Both women and men get haircuts.
No, but like men specific, we get it like every 2 weeks, if not a
Oh,
month.
women's cost like eight.
Yeah,
times
women
the price.
haircuts are 8 times the price of men. So
No,
that,
I know. Trust me, because that's what I pay for.
That's
Like,
with his
actually-
luscious locks.
I can't go to a barber, bro. They don't fucking do my hair.
So yes, I can't think of something that men have that's as important to us as pads and menstrual hygiene products are to women.
Cigarettes, I would argue, are very.
Yo, this guy's
beneficial.
crazy. This guy's crazy.
My weed still
Weed again. Men and women smoke weed.
doesn't not
If it's a
it's not
medicinal
as
thing,
important
yeah,
to
it
them
should
as
be.
it
I
is
think
to
all
me.
I think
Men
I
and
generally
women
think
smoke
all
weed.
health
It's
related
not as
issues
important to
for
them as
I was
it
trying to
is
say
me.
like maybe like a DeWalt drill, ladders.
Nah, stop this bullshit.
Men and women use drills and ladders, right?
That's what I'm saying.
There's nothing. We have nothing.
I don't need a DeWalt to drill anything.
relax.
Nigga,
This
we
guy
don't
is going
give
crazy
birth,
today.
fam. We don't
Wait,
give
wait.
birth.
So
You know
with
what
that
I'm saying?
said, with that thing being unique to them, this is not something that women should pay for. So big up Spain
No, they should not.
for doing this and recognizing the menstrual period and and
Menstrual
recognizing
period.
that.
What the fuck?
You don't know what that means? You want me to explain what menstrual period means to
It's
you?
a menstrual cycle, not
yeah,
period.
right. But it's still a period.
It's a period. A
still-
period of a definition of period is like a
still a
length
period.
of time.
Menstrual period.
But it's not a menstrual period. It's a menstrual period. It's the same. We can have both.
But
Nah,
why
you
are we
niggas get
talking
mature
about
around
this?
here. That's how you niggas were birthed. You understand that? That's where you came from.
yo.
Be mature about
Big up
it.
to the
Yo,
Oman
do you guys
Nacho
notice?
For the woman,
Zion,
them.
That his
Nacho
mask is
Zion.
red today?
What?
Your mask is red?
Yeah, you know, I'm really speaking for them today.
So let's keep
Yeah.
it real. How many of you guys are banging out the thing on the red same
I
way?
have. I'm not gonna be dumb about it. I'll be real about it. I have.
Oh,
Shit.
you have?
Yeah.
It was sweet.
Lay,
I like
lay a towel down
It
and put a
was
fucking
sweet.
condom
It was
on. You
sweet.
dumbass niggas
It
trying to
was
not do
sweet
that.
same way?
What you mean? I went to sleep fine. What you mean? I went to sleep fine. Like a baby.
Crime scene. Crime scene
I
Kathy.
cleaned up. I'm hygienic. Man said crime scene Kathy. Again, put your mature cap on.
Oh,
Okay?
wait,
Keep
yo,
it
I-
real. You can be
Put your
the
mature
Steve is
cap on.
quiet because he knows
No,
he's
no,
a
no.
crime
Don't say
scene
that. Like,
champion.
no, blood might be drawn. It might not even be the time of the month. Is all I'm saying.
Whoa, okay,
Yo,
Daga
this guy-
champion. This guy's the Daga champion.
What's the Instagram? CPU Steve on Instagram. DM that shit. You heard that?
Yo, but it's true
Listen.
though. I've torn a lot of cervix in my
Nah,
life.
fuck,
Still.
nobody asked you, nigga.
Oh, no. You ever
Nobody
had a girl-
asked this nigga. Yo. Nobody
You ever
asked this nigga.
girl ask you to put a knife to her throat?
Nah, relax, bro. I'm not getting into your
That's
sexual
fucked up.
escapades. Both you niggas.
I never had, but I stepped
Like,
on the
let's
head.
go.
You ever step on a head in a buckle?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay.
Listen, Spain
You
has
gotta
something
try
else.
It still, it's live.
There was a claim also that's no,
Wesley
don't
Pipes.
gas him. Don't gas him. Listen, don't gas his shit. You niggas. Spain has also had a claim that they had a bestiality law
Whoa. Yeah,
that
none
was
of that,
exempting
bro.
people. So they were saying the claim on the internet was that
This is
Spain
the
was allowing
freakiest shit
people
I've heard in
relax,
a
put your
long time,
mature
bro.
cap on. They
Why
were
are we
explaining
here?
to people that you guys made me lose my train of thought, always talking over my shit. Can I get through this?
It's some freaky ass
Let me
shit.
get through this. Quiet.
It's some freaky ass shit. nigga.
So listen, bestiality.
That's I'm like, yo, like, no, bro.
It's false. I'll say that off the rip. It is a false claim. They were trying to say it. They were trying to say it because it's on Spain. They were trying to say that Spain was allowing people to
Have
fuck
sex
animals.
with your
Wait,
dog?
what? So it's like, yo, woman can have like 3 days off a month, but you can fuck animals now.
But you can also
That's a
fuck
trade-off?
dogs. You can also fuck dogs. Okay?
I mean,
But
that
it
sounds
was
like
false. They
That
released
sounds like a problem that didn't need solving, bro.
they released a law that said that
What the fuck?
animals are not to be abused, right? The contention point in the question relates to a modification of Spain's criminal code, Article 337.
Oh, you won't go to jail if you fuck an animal.
Hold on. And the sentences for the
Don't get any
mistreatment.
ideas.
Hold on, bro. The
should be
mistreatment
in
and
jail
abuse.
if
Yo,
you
hold
fucking-
on. Hold on,
You
nigga.
fucking Mr.
Hold
Ed.
on, bro. Let me get through, bro.
Black stallions rolling on Charlotte.
Oh my gosh. Wu-Tang, shut up, Wu-Tang. The mistreatment and abuse of animals. All right, I gotta start all over again. The contentious point in question relates to the modification of Spain's criminal code. The sentences for mistreatment and abuse of animals, right? It currently punishes the sexual exploitation of animals, and the wording has been changed to penalize acts of sexual nature that cause an animal injury, which requires treatment. So what they were saying, the way they worded it, was that if you fuck the dog and it doesn't get hurt, you're
what?
okay. That's the way it was worded. So that's why it came out as Spain is allowing people to fuck dogs. But they
It sounds like a
absolutely are
little
not.
dick nigga law. Like if you a little dick nigga, you okay. If you a big dick nigga, you can't fuck with it.
I don't know how we got the little
That's
big
why I was
dicks.
like, you
I don't know
fuck
how
the
we got
dog
there.
and you tear out
Sounds
the
like
dog's
someone
anus.
has.
Oh,
you
Lord.
fucking lose the game. But if
Oh,
you
Lord.
don't tear out the dog's anus, then you're like, what kind of fucking law is this? Are you hearing this bullshit?
So all the
man?
people,
Like,
it's
what
not
the
true.
fuck?
First of all, that's not the law. You're not allowed to fuck dogs or do any bestiality in Spain. Because I want to clear that up.
Can we please go past? No,
I
no,
wanna
you're
clear
right. No,
that
the
up.
whole thing. No, the internet was going mad.
Yes.
And they're like, this is what they read. but
I
they
want
didn't.
to
know
clear
they
it up.
didn't.
People at home, they are not allowed to fuck animals in Spain. So get that up out of there. They're doing good things for women. Get that bestiality shit as fuck up out of there. Just had a law that
You're
was
the one
worded
talking about
different.
it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm trying to clear it up. It's on the internet. We're on the internet. So I want to clear it
You
up.
trying to go to
Balaclava
Spain? I
Diaries.
want to do a show in Spain. Spain, big yourself up. Yeah,
I'm not trying to do no
please.
show in Spain. They're doing
What?
Spain. Shout out for giving them that menstrual leave. Shout out all the women with their menstrual cycles.
Spain, we coming. We
I'll be wearing
coming
red
to
today.
Ibiza.
CPU Steve brought this to the docket. FTC, which stands for the Federal Trade Commission, is now banning.
Posed it as like a vote.
So
like,
it's a proposal.
it's a proposal, like the way these like companies work, because it's like a public facing company. Like,
Okay.
So FTC basically like they make sure public gets like a fair deal from a company.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're here to break a monopoly. So they proposed in an open discussion now is they want to ban non-compete clause of industries.
Well, you mentioned the tech industry, which I think
Tech
is
industry
very
would appear,
important.
like to me, but it's like the music industry is also huge for it.
Yeah, that is big.
If you leave one booking agency, you can't get like a job at another booking agency for a year, for example.
So explain to the people what this would mean. Say
Industries, it's very standard to in your contract for your employment is to say that when you leave the company, whether you leave or to work for a direct competitor for a specific amount of time.
mm-hmm.
So it's like some companies have that shit, some don't. So in tech, signed my first contract I ever signed for like work in my like other university said like there's a non-compete.
And you can't go work.
Left my company, I would not be able to work for Bell or Rogers for like a year.
Which makes sense. If
Why?
you have, because you have ideas.
Because he's a petty.
And you may have ideas that you brought to that company that you cannot bring to
Well,
another one, right?
oh.
That are innovating and may take
No,
the company to a different level.
no. Assigning a non-disclosure that's one thing.
Yeah.
But you telling me where I can and cannot work is two different
Okay.
things.
Okay. I'll
So I
say
can still
that.
sign. You mean I work for your competitor, but it's like as long like no, fuck you. I want to if you fire me.
If they
I should be
offer
able
me
to-
a job, why shouldn't I be able to go
right.
over things?
Yes.
Okay.
The
That's all I
NDA
need to
and
know.
non-disclosure agreement are two different things.
Okay.
But non-competes are like you can't work for a competitor. Let's say if you leave Google, you can't work for
Included in that. But you're right.
No, like the NDA is completely separate.
I agree. So you shouldn't be able to tell anybody where they can and cannot work
Right,
for
but now
a
it's
year.
common. It's like very positions, for example.
Yes.
You have like a non-compete clause within like regions. So for example, if you book an artist to do a show at say like Rebel, like a certain like 50 kilometers or like 75 kilometers is able to book that artist for next like 2 months.
Oh,
Or like
wow.
it might be like half a year. But
Very
like,
true.
even that, it goes even like that deep. Like to this day, that's like today that's standard.
So how will this shake up the industry with the Federal Trade Commission?
Goes away. You're allowed to like you can't tell me where I can't work after. You can tell me like I can't bring proprietary software with me and shit that you own like and should be able to you can't be told where you can and cannot work. And right now it's common.
Why do we think that they're doing this? Why do they think too many
'cause
people
there's-
complaining?
Yeah, and it's the FTC's like their job is to make sure like they push companies like okay. The idea is like it's best interest for like just regular people.
Okay.
That like a company can't tell me or you where we can and cannot work.
Yeah. You said
Yeah,
let's
no, it's
do
good.
this.
Yeah, it's really
All
good.
right, fuck it. Federal Trade
No, it's really
Commission.
good.
Let's do this.
No, because right now, like I have non-compete clauses in most of my contracts.
wanted to
where I
touch
want to
on.
work, nigga.
I thought that
Shit.
was pretty cool, and I agree with what you were saying. You shouldn't be able to tell people where they can and can't work after a certain amount of time. Of people working in different agencies. I want to know if you guys heard about this guy here. His name is Jonathan Young. Is the only man, and if not the only man, then one of very few who have reached triplex status. Do you guys know what that is? Is an American U.S. Navy lieutenant commander and former SEAL.
Oh, it should be fun.
He's a physician. By the age of 38. I thought this was very interesting because not too many people do this.
No, not
Like that
really.
young?
Because
Not as other shit. Like you need, like, I think.
yo, my doctor that fucking
actually
works on
looked
my
at the
broken
emissions
finger,
criteria
that
for
works on my
actual
broken
voice
finger,
stats.
he's like, kids, and he was telling me all different types of shit, how you should make your kids do exercise from age 2 and all types of shit. And he's like, in Chinese culture, attitude, mentality, and the way you think before age 2. They say after 2 years, you can't. If they're thinking like that as a culture already, they're gonna achieve way more things before, you know, certain other cultures are doing.
About being smart, bro. It's about like you need like 3 fucking master's degrees.
That's
from
what I'm
university.
saying.
That's what I'm trying to
You
say.
can't do that at the age of 3, bro.
No,
No,
but
he's at this. You know, in kindergarten, when your teacher looks at you and shows you a bunch of careers on a board and says, you know, this is an astronaut, a police officer.
culture, it's just a big thing to like be like.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? At
But
a very
I
young
believe you.
age. at a
Sure.
very young
Jonathan
age.
Young Kim, shout out that nigga for being.
That is.
Triplex status just means to have those 3 different professions.
Oh, okay,
Major
okay.
professions at the
Oh, like
before the
elite
age of
level, yeah,
40.
because there's only like.
A physician and specialized in fucking
This
medicine.
nigga's crazy. He's
And
like,
now he's doing
Magnum
NASA.
PI,
Oh, so nice. So you
fucking
killed a lot
Doogie
of innocent
Howser.
people. I like that.
He's Magnum PI, Doogie Howser, and fucking.
No,
what's his
he's
next one?
Jonathan Young Kim. Don't compare him to nobody else. He's Jonathan
No,
Young
but hold
Kim.
on. These are the 16.
All them niggas are fictional though, are they not?
I get it, but this nigga's the
This
real
nigga's real
version
life.
of all them niggas.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what
actually
I'm
funny. You
saying?
know the youngest PhD of all time is?
In
Music.
wow, shout out Alicia Keys.
I fuck with it.
Oh, there's one thing I wanted to mention that I missed. And those at home, go look him up, bro. He's something amazing. And all you kids, look at that. There's no excuses. Not one. You can do anything to fuck you before the age of 40. But anyways, O3 Greedo has made an appearance on Instagram. He has a Nipsey Hussle beard. He looks fucking focused.
Pictures with his girlfriend.
I don't know what that's all about. I didn't see those pictures. I saw him in the studio working. He has a Roddy Ricch tape coming out with him. Heard him from Watts, as we explained before. Recently
Which is
got
a
out
part of LA.
from Watts. After was looking at 20 years. He did 5. He's out now. If you have not heard his shit, on all DSPs, it is available. For new music. Did you guys hear that Lil Wayne and Swiss Beats song
This-
called Can't
Nobody?
Nobody with the D got it.
Duh.
I've been saying that.
Shout out Wayne.
He smoked everything the past 2 years.
Smoked all of this. And he's been doing it on the low too. Low in the sense that it hasn't got as much light as he used to get.
I've been talking
You know
about
what
this
I'm
for a
saying?
while. Yo, the best features, like we talked about this before. The feature run of Lil Wayne.
Yeah, for sure. He has
No, yo, but no.
his core fan base is millions.
No, but they're
You know what
doing
I'm
it. He actually, his last tour, he actually did something really smart. He basically, he, like, it's a club tour, but he's charging, he's still trying to make the same money. The starting tickets in Toronto were
Wayne, if you have not heard that song, Can't Nobody, that's spelled with a K because he's on his, blood shit, whatever. DMX sample, Swiss Beat. Shout out Wayne. If you have not heard it, once again on all DSPs.
Woody.
Now I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and we're gonna cut it.
Oh, sorry, she was she had early entrance to Columbia University at the age of 16 because of music.
Okay. Shout out Alicia Keys once again. This is my question. Would you rather
Never wrap it up.
you go raw is what you're saying? I'm gonna wrap it up again.
Don't ask me that ever again.
Anyways, question of the day. Pay attention, both you niggas. The ability to lie or believe everything you're told.
Lose the ability to lie.
I'd rather lose the ability to everything I'm told. What the hell? That's so easy.
That's not what I asked you.
No,
What
he said
did
I asked you if he mentioned it's so easy.
Everything that you're
Or
told.
believe everything you're told.
Not lose the ability to be everything you're told, to believe everything you're told.
To believe.
Which one? It's a ponderer.
Like,
Which one? You said you don't lie?
I'm gonna take a shot. I'm gonna take a
Lie, because you don't even lie yourself, so you wouldn't be an ability you're losing. What
Oh,
about
yeah,
you?
oh yeah, I'm losing the ability. Oh yeah, I don't
What
lie,
about
it's
you?
Fine, yeah, I could lose that.
I could lose the ability.
You're lying, bro.
Yeah, that means you're lying.
Sometimes.
I don't lie, bro.
Everything isn't a lie. Sometimes it's just an
Sometimes.
omission. You know what I mean?
That was a more profound. So that's lying by omission, is it not? Isn't that what that's called?
So it's like everything.
Oh no, I'll leave out details don't matter. Like no, you will hear that.
All right, so both
For
you
better or for
niggas,
worse.
both you niggas are
You might like
honest,
it, though.
honest niggas is what
Pause.
you're telling me.
Yeah.
So you'd rather lose the ability to lie.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's really easy.
I
Actually.
like those answers. All right, I'm wrapping it up. Those at home, thank you for watching. Thank you for
Don't lie.
listening. I'm not lying. This is the truth.
Except for the
Thank you
police.
for watching. Thank you for listening. On Road TV on YouTube. Go like and subscribe. Go
OG
follow
Mac
all
G,
our
quadruple
socials
E.
on Instagram. Leave comments. I keep telling you niggas to leave comments. I'm not trying to be aggressive, but I am aggressive. Leave the comments and let us know how we did. Let us know about the topics we talked about. Let us know if we ask any fucking questions. Answer them in the comments. Shout out to all of you who are watching. Thank you for all the support. I don't know. What else you niggas want me to say? Goodbye?
Leave the fucking shit in the comments. We
All
don't
right.
give
What
a
does stitches
fuck.
mean again?
Huh?
What does stitches mean?
Sorry, nigga. I'm trying to come home.
That's it. I'm leaving it right there.
Hey!